Hey everybody, it's a Radish Physical Breaks. Excited to bring you Radish Break 0. And for all you block packs lovers out there, you know that we always start with 0. We don't start with 1. Of course, people are used to our HTH breaks. We've got about 120 under our belt. Starting out with our first physical break. So excited to test out some of the tech. Of course, tomorrow we have a big day ahead of us. We're going to have 3 separate breaks, break 1, 2, and 3. Each of them is going to be it's going to be a jumbo box. It's going to be a hobby box. It's going to be a booster box. So you're going to have guaranteed 4 autos. You have a chance for blizzards in there with those awesome booster boxes, which a lot of us didn't get. And then we're going to do that not once, not twice, but 3 times. So those breaks are sold out. But head to radishphysical.com. Make sure to put your phone number in there so you get a text alert when the next break goes up. And you'll get notified before everybody else. So you can go in and grab a spot before anyone else. That's what you get when you sign up. That's all we use the phone numbers for. It's a manual process, actually concierge service. All right, let's get to who's going to be breaking tonight. First, let's go over to my ESPN 8 The Ocho Dodgeball co-host, Mr. Cloud himself. Is this Cloud 9 Breakers?
No, not Cloud 9 Breakers, but Cloud. So it's a bold move, Cotton. I'll say that much. No, I'm super excited. I finally started getting some of my stuff in the mail. Still don't have my box, but it's coming. But yeah, I'm super excited to see what comes out of this, and then go on from there.
All right, and wait, while we're live, let's talk about this. And I see we've got a number of people watching us already. So Cloud, you have an auction on eBay going on right now. Tell us about that. And let's drop the link in the chat.
It's over. No, I think it's done. It has ended. 180.
Whoa, wasn't this at 125 when we were talking 10 minutes ago?
10 minutes, it went up to 180.
Wow. So. If anybody in the audience is out there wants to talk about it, it was a what kind of card, Cloud?
It was a Donnie Baseball out of 50 ice auto. So the good old Don Mattingly. I mean, can't go wrong. Growing up, 80s and 90s, Don Mattingly baseball cards were all the rage. So love seeing it, hate seeing it going, but have to pay for my addiction somehow.
That's awesome. All right.
It's my ripping addiction. My ripping addiction.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, so let's see. We have, let's get to our breaker. And so I don't think he's going to remain facially anonymous, but obviously you're labeled there. So breaker, let's see those magical hands. Insured by, what was that place in London? You know, they used to insure like Marilyn Monroe's legs, and you guys know, right?
Lloyd's of London.
Lloyd's of London, yeah. Lloyd's of London insuring Hawkwind's hands. Hawk, talk to us about breaking. And you were excited at the opportunity to actually be the one to physically break. And for folks who weren't at National, who was the guy with white gloves who was handling everybody's cards? Hawk.
I don't know. But I do want to say this. I did actually try to open some of the Bo Jackson Battle Arena packs with gloves on. And as people know that have opened any packs, they are in some really strong packs. So I couldn't open them with gloves on because I couldn't get the right purchase to pull them open. So I will be using my hands like all the other breakers. So I want to just mention that part of it. Yeah, it'll be fun to break these. I haven't actually broken any of these before. I haven't broken, did a break for like 4 years probably. So it's been a while. So I'd like remember, this is a break 0 for us at Radish. So any kind of comments, any kind of suggestions, anything to help us make it better for you guys and for the future would be great. Also note, we're going to go slower on this one. So we're going to talk a little bit more. We're going to talk about the product. This is not your regular break. And then we're going to auction some of the cards to all of the cards at the end of this. So if we break some sweet, sweet cards, then you're going to have an opportunity to beat everyone else that's watching this and get the card of your dreams.
I'm just talking through that really quick. The way that we're going to structure, and we'll get to it at the end, but we'll end up having different lots, very similar to what's been done before. And we'll let everybody just chat into put in their number, their bid into the chat. Highest bid wins. It'd be pretty simple, but we're going to use the chat as as the role that will define who wins. So if we ever have to go back to the tape, we'll go back to the chat as well.
Yep, and Cloud, good point. I'm going to go ahead and show everybody. I've got the chat overlay up here. There's a little bit of a delay, so we understand that. And so what we'll do is when Chris says going once, going twice, we're going to go ahead and have it delayed here, just a minute and a half or so, and then boom, the gavel will fall. Cloud, you want to introduce? We've got a special guest up here. You want to introduce him?
Man, we have the one, the only Eric. Welcome, Eric. He is the head of product. Is that the official title?
I think it's VP of product now. I think the title doesn't mean anything. Just get the job done.
The get the job done freaking Eric from Blockbacks. And obviously Bo Jackson Battle Arena has been a huge success. I know everybody's been going into their local shops trying to find it. I happened to just walk into the one that told me last week, no, we're not going to carry it. I've never heard of it. Walked in and there's 6 boxes sitting there. I'm like, can I buy 6? And he's like, you can only buy 2. All right, I'll be back tomorrow. Buy 2 today. I'll be back tomorrow. But welcome, Eric.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I was waiting for Radish to have their first official physical break so I could take a peek, and it's cool to see you guys do a test one first and auction off the cards, and then roll right into the rest of your breaks that I think you guys filled them pretty good, I think, right? Most of those are full, right?
We've sold, so we have 3 going on tomorrow, and all 3 of them are already sold out. We will be putting more up probably tomorrow as before we start to continue for the rest of the week. But yeah, those first 3, they sold out a couple days ago. People are a little excited about it, so it's
good problem to have for sure. Yeah, I couldn't be more proud of the whole team and the launch. And I mean, we had a couple hiccups, little errors, things like that. But fortunately, everything went about as good as we think it could have in terms of the launch. So we're really excited. We're really grateful. We're happy people are enjoying the product. We got to bring it to life, and you guys got to see kind of, just how much really went into trying to make it a fun, ripping experience, and some cool inserts and cards and stuff like that.
Yeah, I love as people are ripping more and more, we're starting to see, hey, I haven't seen that background before. Oh, well, that's the metallic, or oh, what is this? And there's little hidden things in there that were sort of teased out, but weren't really told. So it's always fun when you rip something open and you're like, I don't know what this is, and you start asking questions and
couldn't give you everything. There had to be some surprises,
Yeah, like when that Mickey Mouse was in the corner of that one card. That was insane.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
Hey, I just one thing to interrupt you guys is that I just got a DM. Great point. We've got a lot of people watching now. So somebody said, how do I bid? They just want to bid. So this is a Palmetto style auction. So what's going to happen is we have one hobby box that we're going to rip. All the contents are going to be out. Of course, we're going to have a guaranteed auto out of that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to bid all the hits. We're even going to auction off. We're going to auction off all the hits. We're going to auction even the hot dogs and the plays. So people will be able to bid on those individually, but we'll chunk it up. And so you can bid on what you like. And I will say, we have a lot of people going tonight. This is a test of our setup. So we're not going to promise. It's kind of like you always hear Frenchie say, this is the trial run. It's not going to be perfect the first time. And then, usually he and Eric land it, and it is perfect on that first time. Hopefully we're that lucky. But we're just warning you, there will be technical problems tonight. We're doing it tonight because we're going to be breaking for 6 to 8 hours tomorrow. A lot of you watching, you're already in on those breaks. Unfortunately, they're sold out. But head to radishphysical.com. You want to go to the bottom and enter your phone number there, and we will text you right before the next break goes up, so you'll know before anyone else and you can grab a spot. But just know the way the process is going to work is that Hawkwind's going to rip this box. He's going to have all the contents out. You're going to have a chance to see everything, and then we're going to auction it. You'll have a chance to know exactly what you're going to be bidding on, and we're just going to do it here live. The bidding, as Cloud said, it's going to be in the chat, and then what you're going to do is you're going to go to radishphysical.com. We already have some placeholders up. You're just going to go ahead and buy it right off the site, whatever the final bid price is. Now, the one thing we will let you know right now is a sneak peek. If everything goes really well and we keep these numbers, we're seeing great numbers right now. If we keep these numbers up and you guys want to keep going, we have boosters, we've got jumbos, we've got hobbies. And so our plan was just to do one. But if everything goes well, fingers crossed, and you guys want to keep going and Hawkwind's not too tired, then we can keep going. All right. I think that's, I appreciate the person who DM'd me and said, explain the rules. So just Cloud, if we can remember to do that again throughout it. Eric, thanks for coming on stage. Hopefully you stay. And then what do you think, Cloud? Do we get to Hawkwind and start ripping this?
Yeah, I think it's time.
Rip those packs.
Rip those
packs. Rip those packs.
Calm yourself, Eric. How many packs have you seen ripped? No, I don't want that answer. If you are out there and you want to jump up on stage and talk, we do like these forums where people are talking and we really just get to vibe off of each other. So feel free to jump up on stage. That's radishphysical.com. You'll see a link to jump up on stage. But other than that, Daddy Hawk, it's all you.
All right. So let's rip it. Because we're doing auction style, it's a little different. So I don't have to be as careful as I normally would be because this isn't going, say, to a specific hot dog that you own. We'll do them at the end. So I could be a little more loosey-goosey on this.
Hey, Hawkwind, can you tell us about that tool you just used to open the plastic?
Yeah. So I learned about this about 7 years ago on Blowout Forums. It's a baseball, sports card, TCG site that is forums for us old guys. And it's called a Scotty peeler, SCOTTY peeler. And these are sold on Amazon. And it's the best, most precise cutter I've ever had in my life. And I've been using them for about 5 years for all sports cards and TCGs. Scotty peeler. I highly, highly recommend it. And they're not expensive. And you do use them up, and then you have to get more. So they're not reusable, but they're wonderful. Excellent question. So I'm going to assume a lot of you have already seen this product before. We're going to talk about a lot of things, but I will go a little bit fast in some areas. When we do our proper breaks, we'll go over it. There is a checklist in the boxes, and then it talks about also some of the tournaments, including the big one at National in 2025, where you can win up to $100,000, or you can win $100,000 at the tournament. QR codes and so on.
And Hawkwind, that checklist, are you keeping a copy of that?
Yes.
Okay.
I am.
You are too, Eric. Okay.
Yeah, so the checklist is cool. It's built for your base set, 45 heroes, and it'll cover everything in all 3 paper variations, and then all of your battlefoil variations up to Hex. So you got your Steel, Ice, Fire, Glow, and Hex all on there.
Yep, that's exactly right. So it really helps you with weapon variations, right, within the actual parallels. So there's the box. You can look on the outside. There's one guaranteed autograph in this one. You can see up in the upper left-hand corner, it will state if it's a hobby box, jumbo box, collector, booster, blaster, so on and so forth. So this is where you can tell what you're getting. And then it'll tell you what's inside. Like in this one, it's a guaranteed autograph per box. And also down here is really important if you haven't seen these before or are looking at a different box you haven't seen. This one contains 20 packs. That's what's in here, 20. And then 10 cards per pack for a total of 200. Now, there is up on the Discord for Bo Jackson Battle Arena Discord. There's a couple really, really neat and good resources that are linked. One of them is actually the Alpha Edition poll hit rates. What it says is the jumbo, hobby, booster, and blaster boxes, what parallels are in them. I'm looking at it now on my screen. Scott, if you could drop that, or Cloud, that'd be great if you could drop that link into chat for everyone. So in the hobby box, what's really important is that we can get a super foil, which is a 1-on-1. It could be a auto, or it could be a regular one, non-auto. Inspired ink, which are the autos. You can get a Hex Battlefield. You can get a Glow Battlefield, a Bubblegum Battle Foil, And then you can get an orange battle foil, which is fire, a blue battle foil, which is ice, and finally, really sought after rad battle foil. Those are designed after the 80s. It looks like a trapper keeper. And give me 1 second. I did have some picture aids. There it is. So this is a little slower one. So I gave this to my son. This is my original trapper keeper from 1982. I kept it my whole time. And you can see it's been used and squiggled on by me. It's really dirty and gross.
Some dust come off that thing when you opened it. Dang.
Yeah. And by the way, the middle part still works. It's still slide.
Hey, to Eric's point, maybe blow on your mat just to get all the particles away from.
No, it's fine. The one thing I'd like to point out right here, you can see this. I actually hid baseball cards in here when I was a kid. So when I found it in my mom's storage locker, I got so excited there might be baseball cards in here, and there wasn't.
Hey, Cloud, that reminds me of the Kramer story when he goes down, and the very pants he was going to return, he falls in the mud. All right, let's see. And if anybody in Hawkwind, anybody who wants their cards put in that Trapper Keeper and then sent via the Trapper Keeper, is that an option for an upcharge?
Man, whatever the audience wants, they tell us, and we'll see if we'll do it. We're open to suggestions. We want to be different, both for breakers and as a community resource. So we'll do some weird stuff.
Yeah, and actually, well, right before you said the weird stuff, just a reminder, guys, this is Radish. We like you on stage. Got room for plenty of people. I'm glad to have Eric up here, obviously somebody who knows the product so well. And everybody who wants to come up on stage. We got a lot of seats. Like, this is different than your other breakers. It's not about us. We want you guys up here. Talk about the hits you've seen, the breaks you've been in, and like, feel free to come up, talk about the other breakers. It's awesome. Like, this is great. Like, all you breaking, the breakers breaking, and we're looking to really have a lot of fun. So, sorry, go ahead, Hawk.
One thing I want to note, I haven't heard much talk about. So the packs themselves actually, sorry, let me get up close here, say hobby or the jumbo or whatnot in the upper left-hand corner too. This is really important so that if you're in a break or you're actually buying loose packs, that you make sure you're buying the pack or breaking the pack that you're supposed to.
Cloud, have you noticed that, by the way?
I hadn't. That's actually really slick.
Yeah, it's intentional for both the open box sales at like hobby shops if they have them like loose on a shelf, because a lot of these stores will pack out a product, or if somebody was selling them loose on eBay, like you want to know what you have a chance to hit.
Yep, 100%. Let me answer some really quick questions. Galileo said, where I hid my cheat sheet in the Trapper Keeper. Actually, I did a little bit. It's true.
Sorry, Mrs. Murphy in the 6th grade, right?
No, it was like 2nd and 3rd grade. Robert said I still have my Gaviler sealed. Yeah, I think I'm probably one of the only ones that has the Gaviler unsealed, to be honest with you. I don't know of anyone else.
I'm sure Frenchie has at least one on, but yeah.
I can't believe you took the bobblehead out, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so these packs, people have opened it, which I know there's some in the audience. These are a thicker Mylar pack than you get for a lot of sports cards.
And why is that, Chris? Chris, why did or Hawkman? Why did you guys go with? Why did Battle Arena go with the thicker?
Well, Eric's up. Let's talk to him.
Yeah, Eric, while he's opening the cards, what?
Yeah, so I mean, we felt like the thicker wrapper would help protect the cards in general. I mean, being that it is a TCG, the cards are a thinner 13-point card than a sports card, whereas most sports card people are used to like a 24 to 35-point card. So we just wanted to make sure we protected the cards. And then obviously you can also see the papers come on top, the plays and the hot dogs go on the back, and you made sure your foils all were central to the pack to be protected as well, just in case.
Yep.
To Jordan's point, blah, 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 open the pack. See, Jordan, we're trying to be different here. We're doing a break where we're just not going to open packs.
So we'll open some quickly, and then we'll talk about some more. So the first 1, 2, 3, this is ice, as you can tell. A lot of people have opened these already.
Hey, Hawkwind, make sure you're putting those in separate piles, because remember at the end, we're going to auction them. So don't put them all in one pile, and then you have to sort at the end.
We can do whatever we want.
Yeah, I'm telling you what we're going to do.
Yeah, Bandolero. And then check this out. It's hard to see, so I'm going to do, oh, that's catching the light well. So you can see the foil. A lot of times I've noticed on breaks that they actually don't really show off how great these look in person. I think this is doing it really well. And then you see Grin.
Hey Scott, are you doing it by weapon, or are you gonna do it by like foil and weapon separately, or are you gonna do like all the paper together?
That's great. If you actually go to radishphysical.com and then click on the ticket to excitement, that's where everything's listed. You're going to go ahead and you're going to see right now we have everything up for $1 million. We're going to lower that to what hopefully one of these hits $1 million. But we're going to lower it to what the winning bid is. So we've got the autos, well, an auto, the base battle foil, the blue battle foil, the glows, gum, hot dogs, non-foils, orange battle foils, and then plays and rat. So that's how we're breaking. We're actually not going down even further.
Gotcha.
All right. So we have 3 paper, and then we start on usually a steel. I think it's always a steel, the first of the foil. Again, you can really see how they look. Fun guy, which there's a funny story behind, which we can talk about later. And you can notice this is the ice one, has a higher power as a result because of the weapon. And Gaveler. And again, I'd like to point out my Gaveler loves this Gaveler.
You're really catching the light, Chris, too. That's great.
Yeah. Yep. And then you have the plays. We're looking for lower numbered plays. They go in different sets, essentially 1 through 16, 17 through 32, 33 through 64. And then above that are really common. And then the hot dogs, those are personal favorites of people. There is no difference in the rarity or anything about them in the alpha release. Any questions at all so far? We're going to go fast through a few of these so we get some packs open before people start really getting upset, especially Jordan. Jesus.
Hey, Hawkwind, what was the lowest play number on those? I saw you looked at the corners. Was
78?
78? Okay.
So nothing. So again, like Eric said, the packs come. You have essentially paper, foils, then you have your 3 plays, and then you have your final card, which is a hot dog, and it's one of them. So 1, 2, 3, but fire is the last. Fire, ice, you usually get on the last of the paper. And you get your first foil, which is usually a steel. In this case, we got an ice, which is great, higher power. And then we got Grin, and this is a steel. And then what we do is usually look pretty quickly at the play numbers. We want low, they're not. And then we look at this. I personally like Dirty Water Dan. So I'll put those aside.
That's Eric's favorite too, right, Eric?
Yeah, I'm a Dirty Water Dan fan for sure.
Yeah.
So I'm going to actually sort these later because there's not a lot and it won't take long to sort.
Hey, so Eric, can you tell me about the in terms of the foils? It's like it seems like 2 steel, 1 ice. Is that the most prevalent combination of foils in each pack?
It would be 2 steel, 1 ice, or 2 steel, 1 foil. So your ratio of like fire and ice are the same across the SKUs. But one pack type may be 2 steel, 1 ice. Another pack type may be 2 steel, 1 foil. That is 1 fire. That is the common, like your common pack basically.
Yep. So fire and ice are equal in terms of.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So in terms of your overall base battle foils, if you were looking at like a ratio, it'd be 1/6, 1/6 would be fire and ice, and then 2/3 would be steel.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like Cloud. I feel like I've hit a ton of ice, more than fire. Have you been finding that's been kind of even?
I'm trying to think through. I feel like most of what I've had is ice, but maybe it's just because those are the ones that tend to catch my eye better. There's like the Halo and the CC, those in fire, those catch your eyes. But like I have a Ferocious that is an ice, and that's just a beautiful card.
So let's talk about some of these names. Victory is rookie inspired. You can see it in the bottom left-hand corner. And Victory is Wembanyama in basketball. You see Shrouded. Who's Shrouded? Anyone that's not talking right now? Anyone in the audience know? Just type it in if you know.
30 seconds.
It's probably my favorite.
We'll keep going.
Is your favorite hero or your favorite athlete inspiring them, Eric?
Well, one of my favorite hero arts is Shrouded.
Grins Lindor. So far, we have not hit much at all, which means that we will hit something awesome. Again, high numbered plays so far. And so right now, we're not going to get much of an auction, are we?
There it is. Robert K.
Yep. Robert K. Thank you.
That's GI on it. Or no, that's not GI on it. That's
Ginobili?
let's see. I'm trying to think of I know who he is. Sorry, Jimmy G. Jimmy G, I think it is. All right, go ahead, Hawk.
All right. So I love this. And a lot of you guys probably were in, I know a lot of you were in breaks when it, actually for the last week that it's been out. But in the first 2 days, how many breakers mispronounced this Jeeves? How many times have you heard this over and over and over? Jeeves. It was hilarious.
They forgot who to ask, I guess.
Yeah. There's Stitcher. All right. I feel good. The fungi ice looks really good.
Yeah. That is a good one. Hey, by the way, and everybody who's watching right now. Oh!
One stuck. It's my own fault. Tongue twister, which actually does pretty well in the marketplace. People like Tua and they like this art a lot in Tongue Twister. And
it's 115 points.
So the rad, it is fire. It's not steel. So that's great, right? That's a weapon that's more rare. And we got double check. But look at that belt, guys. And look how it just catches the eye. I'm going to go up close. Look at that.
I love
That's awesome.
It really looks great.
Actually, you know what? When you do that, Hawkwind, you can see there's actually like a different fireball at the bottom of the belt. Like there's two little fireballs at the bottom. You can't see unless you do that.
So I wonder if anyone's going to bid on this. If not, I'll just keep it.
You're not keeping anything.
Hey, and everybody in the audience, this is our test. This is our tech check. So would love some feedback. I know everybody's here for the hits. Like that's you want to see what we're gonna hit out of this hobby. But by all means, definitely let us know. Like you like the camera angle, you like the setup that Hawkwit's on. We're looking for feedback that we can change it. The other thing is, if you have any thoughts, we're doing this auction Palmetto style. We've got a couple auctions, 3 auctions tomorrow. We're doing it by hot dog. And just give us your feedback. So let us know. I know James, Jordan are in the audience, and they've been kind enough to give us some feedback along with Alpha. Appreciate you guys.
Sorry, I'm trying to adjust the camera a little bit. Also note, we're talking more than we'll talk on our breaks. We mentioned that, but it's a little more talking in certain areas that we're doing now. We will talk though. There's Bamber. Again, I love how the foil actually comes out. It looks subdued a lot of times unless you move it around. By the way, here's a little secret. If you take these out in natural sunlight and actually look at them like this, you really should see what the colors look like. It's unbelievable. All right, let's see if we got it play. And the answer is no.
Tell us what the lowest one, when you look at those plays, tell us what the lowest one every time.
They're in the 70s.
70s. Time. Have you gotten any below that yet, Hawkwind?
No.
Okay.
So I'll tell you when they're below that.
Yeah, I always appreciate all the breakers talking about, hey, we hit the 1 through 16 or 17 through 32 because those are the short print, super short print.
Right.
But
so I only say it when it comes to that.
For me, it's why does that matter? Like that's the thing that I don't know if anybody's really conveyed. It's okay, so they're a little bit rarer, but what does that actually mean? And I know, Eric, you've talked about it before. You've talked about it in the Discord. Like the plays, they matter for a reason other than just the rarity. Do you want to go into that at all?
Yeah, I mean, well, some of the more rare plays also have a greater impact in the gameplay. And if you're somebody who's looking to hunt for some of these big cash prizes, at the World Championships of the Nationals in 2025, some of these plays are going to be must-need plays in your deck, or you may not stand a chance at winning. And that was built with intent to make the plays have a desired need for your deck building. So that's why there's some printed very rare, there's some printed rare, there's a middle level, and then there's a a very available set of plays, and some of those very available ones are still needed for your deck, but there's an intentional build there for deck building.
Yeah, and I think that's the big piece that most people, I don't know if they're missing or they're just not talking about it. It's the rarity actually has higher impact, potential impact, because obviously you can build your deck however you want when you actually want to play it. So the potential impact could be a lot higher, which is why you want to collect those plays.
There's our first Ollie. I haven't gotten many Ollies at all.
Frenchie kept them all.
Ollie Oxenfree. Hey, Erica, we appreciate you channeling your inner Rommel to give us that breakdown on deck building.
Look at me becoming a TCG deck building player.
Wait, hold on. So Eric, while we got the cruise control up, I gotta say, where's the Radish hood? Where's the Radish hood?
We went to a consistent. I think they're all the same in this. I think there's a image on the hood on all of them for this.
It looks beautiful.
It's gonna be
what do we got here?
Oh!
Uh-oh.
Let's see what's on the side. Oh, 50 out of 50.
Ooh.
Oh, perfect.
We've got a fire perfect mint.
Flyer.
50.
What do you guys want to see? Seriously.
Ferocious.
What would be the best?
For me, Ferocious.
No,
Inspired ink.
Oh!
Adley.
Adley Crushman.
Let's go.
I personally love Rushman. Love him.
It's so good. His foil layer is so good because there's so much fire on his weapon there.
Get him up close.
Hawkman, bring that up for us.
I got all caught up in it and forgot that Burrow didn't sign. Where are all my Reds and Bengals on the NIL list?
All right, I got it. Hawkman.
Something we do want to get people used to also is like, we call it NILs too, because like that's the people who sign deals. But your NILs are your featured heroes. So there's 31 featured heroes, and then your non-NILs would be your base set heroes. So get a little. We're trying to just get consistent with terminology there.
Okay.
Oh.
But also,
I love Suska. Got here just in time.
A part of this process that's really, really cool is you see the normal art file get made, but there's a magenta layer. Some people call it a white layer, but they basically block out where the foil does or does not show in each card. So each one of the foiling patterns is custom made for each hero. It's not just a generic everything is made of foil. So somebody actually has to graphically create all of that.
And I'll do a better job sorting at the end.
I forgot to put that up for Eric while he talks, Cloud.
All right.
And for people who don't know, it's like, I know Eric mentioned at the beginning, let's talk about this. Actually, let's start at the beginning. So this is going to be a Palmetto style break. We're going to open up the contents of this hobby box. We've hit a perfect mint, Adley Rushman. It's going to be auctioned off at the end. We're going to do it live right here. No eBay, no competition fighting the other 7 billion people on the planet. Just the people who are in here. We're going to go ahead. It's going to be a live auction. You're going to put it right in the chat. If you're watching on Twitter or on YouTube. Cloud, you'll be happy to know we have a lot of people watching on Tex Hooper's streams too. Is when he came in to help us do a tech check, it connected onto his account. So we are broadcasting live in both Tex Hooper's YouTube, Twitter, as well as Radish Breaks Twitter and YouTube, which is thanks.
We're taking over the globe, baby.
That's right. We're taking over.
All right, let's see what else we're gonna get here.
But so Eric was talking, and for folks who don't know, Eric, who's on stage with us, of course, Eric is the, what did they say? Mr. Fancy Pants VP is what I think, according to Hen said. But Eric was integral to building this product up from the beginning. So Bo puts his name on it and puts his heart and soul. And Eric, how involved was Bo in the details of this?
Well, first, I'm a normal guy who got a cool title. We'll just say that. But Bo actually, when we went and did our last content and video shoot with him, he was actually giving us like, hey, we should get this guy. I know him from so-and-so, or this guy was awesome at like my charity event. Let's see if we can get him. I'll call his agent. I'll shoot him a text. So he's actually he is picking some of the people who go into the product. He's even throwing out ideas for people for like some of those super fan series boxes, the World Champion Series boxes. You know, he's like, oh, if we're gonna do a box for so and so college, like you got to get this guy. You know, like he's throwing out people, and then he also helps open the door into getting them involved. You know, it's a great connection. He's really involved, to be honest. It's really cool.
Can you share, Eric, one hero who he wanted in the set list?
So somebody who we didn't get yet is he wants the 2-time Heisman winner, if you know who that is. Cloud, do you know who the 2-time Heisman winner is?
I wouldn't have any clue being from Ohio. The state's just beautiful.
You mean from the former Big Ten possible championship game entrant to?
I was looking to see if I had the autographed helmets sitting around here, but I don't. It's in a box somewhere. Oh man, we need to get that Ohio State stuff going.
Yeah, it's not obviously, you know, we don't have it ready. We're not done, and we didn't get there. But it's that was a big ask of his. That he'd love to. We didn't have that ready to shoot for like a script or a content or anything for him to read. So he's like, let's do that one, and I'm gonna put his name in. So just so we had it ready, just in case.
Oh, that's awesome.
Do you want to tell the folks, since I don't know if other people can guess who we're talking about?
If you don't know who it is,
it's Reggie Bush, of course.
Yeah, it's Reggie.
No.
All right.
It's Archie Griffin.
Yep.
So
Yes, sir.
All right, we got 5 more left. There's got to be something good in these. Let's see. We got a glow battlefield that should be in here, and we definitely should have a glow battle foil. Sorry. And then we should have an orange and a blue. So let's see what we got. We did already get our autograph, the inspired ink, which is a good one. Again, that cruise control looks so nice.
I love the look of the cruise control.
Avalanche. And we're getting down. Gavler touched that one. Does anybody have any questions? If you want to write it down or come up on stage, you can put it in chat. Anything at all. Vacuums are up for auction. That's Tex Hooper. He always has something related to a vacuum.
Only if they're broken. Then they don't suck.
And look at G-Saw. Look how cool that is. How it pops out the actual blades on that saw.
Love the rainbow. Hey, Cloud and Fish, we should see about betting on what we think we're gonna hit in the final one. I think we're gonna hit a glow on one of these last couple. Why don't you guys pick a rare card that you think is gonna hit?
Well, I mean, we know there's gonna be a glow.
What's that?
We know there's going to be a glow. It's probably going to be the G-Saw, just so I can picture Spaceballs. Because every time I see the G-Saw glow, Spaceballs.
Hey, you can play it safe.
Our pink battle foils. Well, let me do this. Pink battle foil, which is the hex, is in booster boxes. Sure. Ask me any question.
Nope.
I can do it when it comes to those. Oops, sorry. So we got tank,
Scout. We keep fighting each other.
hammer, fungi, and cruise control. Let's see if we got any play numbers. We got nope.
Nothing in the 60s yet, huh, Hawkwood?
Now there's 157.
Oh yeah.
Are you guaranteed a glow? Nothing's guaranteed because there always can be human mistakes. So I just want to point that out. But on average, things should work out that way.
Yeah, average would be 1, but there is the possibility to miss. Hex is in every SKU, potentially anywhere.
Hex battle foil, but the pink
Yeah,
battle foil.
correct.
Some people get confused. All right, Bammer. Oh, fungi. He's been popping up a little bit.
I
And
was going
Ollie.
to say, if anybody's collecting fungi, this is the option for them.
67, 79, 90. All right, we got one left.
One more to go.
All right, here we go. All right,
Big
let's-
money, no whammies.
Oh, there's a Halo. We haven't gotten her the entire time, I don't
No,
think.
there's been one or two.
Tease them. That's the first one. There's G-Saw. That's a steel. We got Fungi. Another ice. And we got, you ready? Oh, Gavler's Steel. So this box was a little off.
Felt like, we were going to get something big there, but
Yep.
lots of fun guys.
Hey, I will say, an Adley Rushman, like to get the Adley Rushman and to get a perfect mint, that's pretty insane.
Adley Rushman is the current player, and the current players are really good in this set, especially on-card auto. We really can't. Some of us get numb to it because we've seen so many, and we've also been around. But for people, on-card autos are just tremendous. It's so rarely done, except for the highest end of the sets that come out these days. This is just amazing, especially for a first alpha set to come out from a company. It's unbelievable. And again, the 50/50 is just great. And then the double check, I do really like, as has been pointed out, I think Alpha pointed this out, Trilogy, the 2 balls on the bottom of the, yes, exactly. This is essentially
the
third
12-year-old in me
grader.
just sort of chuckling right there.
Fire. Yeah. So what do people think? What are your thoughts both on the break, on the cards?
Rob asked if the 80s Rad is a SSP. Like, can it be? So there's the 80s Rad, the parallel, but there is weapon rarity amongst the 80s Rad as well. So
right.
So a Fire and Ice is more rare than a Steel, and a Glow is more rare than Fire and Ice, and then Hex is more rare than Glow. So yes, you can determine that those top 2 could be considered.
Eric, can you say that one more time?
So a Rad battle foil itself is the parallel, but within the parallel, there are different rarity for each weapon. So a Fire and an Ice Rad is more rare than a Steel Rad, and then a Glow 80s Rad is more rare than Fire and Ice, and then your Hex Rad is more rare than Glow Rad.
Yep. So is it safe to say, Eric, or maybe I'm off on this, that SP, SSP, you can say for a few things, like obviously a super foil is a 101, right?
Right.
So that you could say is an SSP or even more.
Truthfully, when it comes to a 101, they don't.
Hold on one second, Eric. Hey, Chris, you're actually sorting these right now while we're talking. That's what we're
Yep.
talking for, so you have time to do that. You're doing it, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sorry, Eric. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, technically, a 101, nobody gives it a title of SP or SSP because
Yeah.
it's a 101. But if you were to give it something, it'd be like an SSSSSSP.
Yeah.
So the way I would determine it, truthfully, our print run is so small compared to a typical, Topps Chrome or Top Series 1 or any of these other, bigger print runs for sports cards. You could almost determine that our entire anything that's a battle foil could be called an SP. Period. If you tried to compare our print run to the normal world, SSPs, I mean, well, I don't know. You tell me. Most of these things would be an SSP in the standard world. So to me, I look at our whole set as about as collectible of a starting point as you could possibly have on a print run.
Yeah, I'd love to hear what the audience thinks.
Yep, and of course, everybody's welcome on stage. You can go to radishphysical.com. There's a link there on the slider that we've got one to watch on Twitter, one to watch on YouTube, one to come up on stage, the blue button. And of course, if you're a fan of Tex Hooper and you're following him on Twitter or YouTube, we welcome all his subscribers. Also want to see if there's anybody in the audience who's not that familiar with Battle Arena, not familiar with this product. Make sure you go ahead and just type a little note in there. Let us know that you'd like a little further explanation, or just even tell us if you're new, but you don't need a lot of explanation. Could be some stuff you don't know what you might not know. And we definitely want to make it as friendly as possible. Probably one of the things we don't talk about in these breaks, and I haven't seen in, of course, a lot of the breakers don't know, is that this is one of the best communities. There's an existing community for this product. And so it's the type of place where, of course, if you're a card person, you're used to, Facebook groups where you can swap, buy, sell, trade. And so what's great is we essentially have that already built as a community where they're trustless trades. We trade all the time and not worry about what we're going to get back. Hawkwin, I will say, we're looking, we want a little, it's hard to say we want more excitement. First of all, these cards are awesome. And second of all, that the Perfect Mint Adley, I mean, that's a banger. That's a great card. And I want that
card.
Yeah, I want that. So it's hard to say, these, to Eric's point, it's an embarrassment of riches in these boxes. And people are so used to, hey, I just pulled 3 1-of-1s out of my blaster. And you're like, oh, I didn't get any. So I will say, folks would love to see us rip more. We're thinking about maybe a booster, since so many people really haven't seen the linoleum, the blizzards.
I'll vote to see a booster myself, because there's some fun color in booster.
Well, so Hawkwin, if we once we're done auctioning this stuff off, are you up for maybe doing a booster?
Let's see.
Okay. All right. So how are you coming on the sorting there?
I'm coming along. I'm 75% of the way through.
All right. Big Rob.
What am I sorting, by the way? I never asked.
Pardon?
What am I sorting?
So if you're 75% of the way done, how can you be 75% of the way done?
All
right. So I'll tell you what, first of all, Cloud, we can do this before that. So you're going to go ahead and you're going to put the hot dogs in one pile, the plays in another pile. You're going to put all those gums in their own pile, the glows, all of them, they're going to go in their own pile. And then the non-foils, they're going to go in their own. And then you're going to go ahead and you're going to put the base battle foils into their own. And that's what you're going to end up doing. And I think that's all we had, right, Cloud? That hits everything. And then we had the Rad Auto, battle foils, base, and hot dogs.
And hot dogs. Yeah.
Yep. All right. So we can start with the hot dogs, though. So this was, it was a hobby. So there's 20 in there. So we'll go ahead and it's like, Hawkwin, are you good with sorting and doing the auctioneering?
If you give me 2 seconds, I'm almost done.
All right. Well, I will say Big Rob had the comment, if the demand grows to be anywhere close to sports cards or mainstream TCG, even the base in the alpha set is going to be hard to find. Yes. These ones. Hey, let's keep that up when we auction off the base set, right, Cloud? And
there you go. It's built-in marketing right there.
Since we're on the hot dog topic there, for those of you who saw the national starter set, take a peek at hot dog 1 through 10 in the alpha edition and go ahead and compare it to your starter hot dogs.
I hear there are slight variations.
Yes, there is.
They were accessorized a little bit.
Yep. In fact, there's both N24 hot dogs on eBay right now and the regular ones. So if you don't have them, you can actually see on eBay and compare. Oh, Ben. So what do you want to know about the hot dogs? They're all sorted. We got
how many?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You should have 20.
7,
There's 20
8,
packs.
9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Wow. That's crazy.
Who wants 20 hot dogs? And these aren't just any hot dog. These are hot dogs that I actually took out of packs. Who wants these beautiful, beautiful wieners? Look at these. male, female. I actually love the female hot dogs.
Hey,
And I know-
as James says, does a bear crap in the woods? You're right. People love those hot dogs.
Yep. And I know some of the audience members actually really like the female ones, and when they do breaks, they just do the female ones.
I'm all about cheddar.
And then I like King ketchup also. That's my other second one. So who wants to start the bid off on this?
Yeah, let us go to the next place. Minimum bid is $1, right? Right.
Yeah,
Hawk?
$1. $1. Look at that.
Oh, we're shipping with that.
Yeah, it'll be more shipping than it will be, but that's all right. We want you to have these hot dogs.
All right, we're gonna go ahead. By the way, Dilly Beast. So Subhub's here. He's saying nice Adley. That's right, with that perfect bid. It is a nice one. You want to get to bidding on that? And I know why Subhub's here. Subhub saw that perfect mint Adley, and he's 100% here to snag that. Ooh, according to him, outbidding Alpha Trilogy right there. Sorry, Alpha, your dollar's not gonna take it.
We're talking about the hot dogs.
Yeah, we're talking.
So
about
hot dogs.
Armin
Kobe
here.
Laker, hot dogs. Do you not see them? Oh, these things are fresh.
right.
And like Eric said, $2. It's already at $4.10.
There's James trying to devalue his own assets. What do you have from all those boxes and cases?
I think that's the delay getting them.
Yo, that could be. That's a very good call.
It could be. Yeah, because
platforms.
according to Hens on Twitter, and he's getting that or X and getting it out there. All right. Well,
Ben,
anyway.
Ben also uses an Android phone, so that takes a couple extra seconds.
So my iPhone friend was visiting from out of town, and he said he saw a meme the other day, and I am an Android person. He said there was something going around where some iPhone person said, take some Vaseline, smear it on your lens, and now you have an Android phone, so you can take pictures.
That's been going around
All
for
right,
like 5 years.
Do we want to go in once,
Yep. Going twice.
and then we'll
According
give it 30 seconds?
All right. This all goes for $4, so according to Hen. All right. Sloppy White, you wrote that down, and you'll send me the info, right?
Yeah, you actually send it to me. I'm gonna see Hen around Christmas, so you can send it to me, and I'll hand deliver it. That's what we're gonna do for some people. Hand deliver this stuff.
You just let me know, okay, buddy?
I'll let you know, buddy. And I'm not
All
your
right.
buddy. Just FYI.
Let's do this huge fistful of plays. The lowest play in here that I saw was like in the 50s, and there was only a couple. So these are all in the high numbers. So
Okay. And so, Chris, I want to talk about you, Cloud, and I were having a discussion. I know you've been doing the fireside chats. Perfect time to talk about this. You and Cloud have been getting together during the week and saying, hey, let's pop on. You can catch those on YouTube. You can catch them in Twitter and see the discussion. And so the one thing that Chris and Cloud were talking about is that, yes, the plays, the low, play number 2, play number 3, play number 4, they're rare. They're going to be helpful in building your deck. But then what's going to happen is you're going to find out, it might take play 73 and 52. Well, let's not go in the 70s, 80s, but like 63 and 52. And that helps to combat it, right, Chris? So a lot of these, you kind of feel like people are sleeping on maybe some of these. They're just focusing on just the very rare when you really need to focus on some of the other ones that are below 70, right?
yeah, but you won't know that until you play. So
Right.
what's going to happen is you're going to get synergies. You're going to get combos, and you're going to get synergies between cards. And you'll have a whole deck that will be synergistic. So you might need an uncommon or common play to be able to help with the synergy of 5 cards, 6 cards, a whole deck. Sometimes a combo will need a common card for that combo. Now, there's a lot of commons printed out there, but what usually happens in TCG is that there's popular decks that take runs. And so the popular decks get picked up by so many people for a month or two until there's a counter for that deck. So once people start playing this or do it on their own with their friends and run through it, then they have the upper hand because they know the play cards to go after before most people do. So they'll start gobbling them up before the major market does. So there are going to be some that will get gobbled up that are actually the higher numbers, like 35, 37. It all depends.
$3 going once. Keep talking.
Hold on, wait, yeah. I will
Keep
say
going.
when Chris gets
$4.
done with this, when Chris gets done with this talk, and Jason just came in at $4. So
So what happens is that you're going to get, and I want to also be clear. Remember, these cards are good as other cards get released. So we're going to have other cards in the set. We're going to have mini sets that come out. We're going to have like a beta set, I'm sure. We'll might me name something else, but there's going to be other sets. These play with those other sets. So you're going to have a card in the 70s that plays really well with 3 cards in a future set. And then all of a sudden, this card is worth so much more in March when they release a new set. So it's going to get very complicated. These are the cards that change. These are the ones that are going to be different ongoing as time goes on. The power number of the heroes, they're more collectible versus playable because the power number is what determines that. Does that make sense? Or that's how I think. That's not set in stone. I might know nothing. That's from my TCG background. Thoughts?
I was going to say, people who don't know Chris, is that Chris has a background in, you were playing CCG since, how many decades have you been playing CCG?
I started Magic the Gathering in 1995, and I went to my first tournament in 1996 in Magic the Gathering.
Yeah,
I've played since.
$8.
Is it true
about when I was born?
All right, Cloud's calling out. He wants to move on, so we've got $8. Yeah, no, that's okay, Jason. That's why we're doing it. There's a delay between X and YouTube. YouTube's a little bit longer. So right now it's $8, according to Hen. I will say, if you guys want to bid, the other thing is head to radishphysical.com. Go ahead and click join stage, and you can hop on stage. And well, then Cloud, we talked about that as like then it's unfair, but we're going to go ahead and give people that chance. I will say that there is a delay. We're going to go ahead and give it let's say the delay is not 3 minutes. So Cloud, we'll give it 3 minutes here. 10:58, go to 11:01. But I want to get back to Hawkwind. So we're up to $8 on play. That's for according to Hen. I know Jason and Alpha have been bidding on this as well. So if you guys want to get in a bid, let us know. Jason, if you're in Discord, I'm not familiar with your Discord username. You know, Cloud, because we're trying to work this out, and like with the delay, I know Restream is they have something like a half-second delay, so it's something on the YouTube side that's doing it. But to try something different, I'm Discord user Slappy White. If somebody's in here and they do not have a Discord account, is that let me know that, and I'll go ahead and I'll put my number out there so you can text me. But I know Alpha's got my number, so you can text me, and then Jason, if you want to message me on Discord, Slappy White, I'll give you my phone number so you can do that. So you can go ahead and do that. But right now it's $8 for Hen. Hen just wants me to hand deliver just a pile of cards when we see.
Going twice.
All right. Anything else you want to say about the plays before we... And by the way, Hawkwind, I love that you get excited about the plays. That's why I wanted you to talk about it. People are definitely... When you open them up, people just throw the plays to the side. And it's like, now that I'm going back, like Jordan was talking about, he's going through all his plays. I started going through my plays. And I'm just like, oh, it's a play one. I'm like, why wasn't I handling this more carefully? And I'm like, get it in, the penny sleeve.
Let's put a cherry on the plays and not forget that there are foiled plays in the booster boxes that are called bonus plays. The reason they're called bonus plays is they allow you to break the deck building rule that you can only have 30 plays in your deck. They are unique plays. They are not the same plays with foil. They are actually functionally different plays.
Let me add to that, and this is my personal feeling on this. So this is just me. This is not advice. There's one today that went bonus play foil that went for about $38 on eBay. That seems to me an unbelievable steal. I actually had the first play up on eBay for sale at an auction for 3 days. It was play number 3, and it went for $90. That probably was definitely high, but it was first to market. But I can tell you right now, the foil at $38 seems ultra low if you look at it in long term. Again, only my opinion.
Sold to at Hen $8.
You got a foil one, Jordan, for foil play for $1.25.
Bonus foil play. The bids ended this morning, I believe. $1.25.
Oh boy,
It was
that's a
killer.
good. That's a good flex. Yeah, that's really good. Dilly Beast asks Eric, how many foils can you add to your 30 cards?
Well, that's a loaded question because you can add as many of those foil plays as you want. But remember, the bigger you make your deck, the less likely you are to pull certain plays. So you've got to find the balance there.
So deck building, that's a big thing in any TCG.
Let's get the next. What are we doing? The base next.
Yep, base, all the base cards. And so there were 200 cards. So we're looking at the 200 cards minus the hot dogs. And what are we looking at? Quick do the math. I didn't do it, but how many base cards?
There's 3 paper heroes per pack in hobby, so 60.
60. So 60 cards right now that are going. And as Cloud said, if you're a fun guy, or if you're not a fun guy, get these base cards. And
wait, are you talking paper base or are you talking battlefoil base?
Paper base.
Paper base.
Okay, then 60.
Yeah. So be a fun guy. Sorry, go ahead, Aquan.
I want to make sure you understand. This is the steel on paper base, right? That you're going to bid on. This is the fire on paper base that you're going to bid on. And then, interesting, this is the ice. So the ice is got a lot less than the fire does, just an FYI.
It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's going to happen.
I love random.
So that's what you got in here. And I also personally always thought it was really weird. This is just me, but like Corbin Carroll has 110 power. Now I know it's the weapon is ice, but man, he didn't really do so well in his sophomore year. But that's kind of weird. All right. So when we plays, yeah, I could talk about plays for a while. Loco is going to try to clean the house on these tournaments because he's going to do a lot of game playing around it and game testing. But yes, here are all the plays. Just look at how it fans out in the hand. Oh my God.
We can start the bidding.
Drool. Look at that. That's a lot of cards.
When you're saying starting the bidding, Cloud, you're saying on the base set, right? Hawkwind showing us something different. But we're talking about the base set bidding, right?
We were talking about the paper.
Paper. This is all paper.
Paper.
So Scott, Slappy White, this is all paper.
Yep. Sorry, I was looking over because I was going ahead and getting our website updated. So for this information, sorry, I just looked away for a second. Yep, all paper. I thought you had a couple foils in there. Sorry.
Nope. So
I saw you hold those ice foils up, Hawkwind, and that's crazy for folks who weren't here in the beginning. We were talking about ice and fire, and it does not seem like that's what I've been hitting with the ice and fire. That's crazy. I've been hitting so much ice. It's crazy. I think all my fire went to your box, Hawkwind.
So let's talk about the paper a second. Why do you want paper? What is it good for? I can tell you right off, be good to the kids. Be good to your own kids. Be good to kids and hobby shops. Be good to kids in TC. Be good to kids that are on baseball teams, on little leagues. Be good to any of the kids. Give these away. Show them give them the rules. Print them up. Have the kids play these. Give them to your friends. Have a boys' night at your house. Play these games. That's what these can do. You can just have a fun time playing basic cards. So I can tell you, my buddies and I, it started in 1995, still play Magic at least once a month. Same guys. And what we do is we do a popper event, or where we do the low cards that are common cards. And we play with these and try to make the best deck. And what happens is it's a lot more skill involved, we found out, because we actually play these lower tier type of cards in Magic, and we're going to start doing it actually with Bo Jackson Battle Arena. So we take these cards and we just do a draft, actually. So we put them all out, spread them on the table, and we do a draft. And so we pick one until they're all gone. We get our deck. We also can do a blind where we just put them out to each other and then have to follow the rules. But there's so much you can do with these, even though you think that you're just getting trash. So these aren't trash. These are the alphas, first off, like I heard someone else say. And secondly, this is a brand new game. Play it yourself. Play it with your buddies. Give it to kids.
So I have to say, Cloud, it's interesting that I haven't seen a bid for these yet. Have you?
No
Oh,
bids.
So we've got the plays, the hot dogs. Nobody's bidding for this. And the numbers just keep growing in the audience. So we have a lot of people watching. Nobody wants it. And I will say that I'll tell you what, Cloud, we'll have to call it here in a second, but what's the ethics, Hawkwind, on Radish keeping these cards? I love these
No,
cards.
I'll keep these cards. And
There's
give them
according to hand.
according to hand. So I just want to make sure you guys know, if you're just bidding on them to get a few, that's fine. You can do whatever you want. But I will give these away to the local
Card shop for kids.
card shop. Yeah, exactly, for kids to play. If you guys can do it, that's awesome. But do whatever you want. This is open bidding. I'm not forcing anyone to do anything. Thank you, Alpha. $3 is like, even if you give them away, that's awesome.
Oh, awesome. Jason's up to $5. Hey, by the way, I'm Brooklyn Met. Okay, yeah. Cool. I'm glad to have Brooklyn Met in here. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate that. And so let's see. All right. Let's see. I will go ahead. Ooh, and I think I said I would open up, and I think Brooklyn, I see you're in there. Let's see. Yeah. Let's see. I am gonna go ahead. If anybody wants to know, so that way, Cloud, we don't have a big delay. If people want to DM Slappy White, and the bidding is up to, let's see, 5 and that's for Brooklyn Met for Jason. He's up to 5, right? He holds the high bid, Cloud. That's what you're saying?
Correct.
Okay. So right now, if anybody wants to, and let's see, I will go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and tag Alpha. Let's see who bid on this. By the way, Cloud, was it Alpha?
According to hand, Alpha, and Dilly.
Oh, Dilly actually bid too?
Yep.
Oh yeah, I started typing that in StubHub. Current.
So everyone that's watching right now, you probably don't have to comment on this part. We know that this is clunky. This auction isn't going to be something that we will stick with in this format. We will definitely get it much better. We might go to Whatnot. They have it much more easier to do. It's much more automated. It's easier for you guys. We won't do this. We're just trying it out to see how it goes. And obviously it's not working. So just bear with us on this first one.
Well, and I will say one of the things we talked about, Cloud, I think it was Hawk and I were talking about, but we don't want to, obviously we need to get to Whatnot because everybody in the community, we want to grow this. And what's great is seeing the sales on eBay, right? That's the one thing that's frustrated Jeff about some of the product is that we going back to the old days, we didn't trade on the public markets. And so they want to see those sales create
Going once, by the way.
Is that and so they want to see this being, so we want to get on Whatnot because, right, we want the eyeballs there to see this product. So it's great that we are actually getting to Rob. Yeah, and we'll get to your point in 1 second, Rob. We want to get to Whatnot so people can bid there, and there's we can open up to a whole new group of people. So one of the things we did is people were in the Radish Discord. We have the auction bot. We used to run our breaks that way. Going twice. We used to run our auctions that way. And so we could use the auction bot and we could just start it and you could bid that way. But I think to Chris's point, that's, Cloud, I think it's Whatnot. That's when we're going to auction and do Palmetto style. It's got to be the Whatnot version.
Yeah, we'll talk about it offline. Yeah, so that's what we'll probably do. And I can't wait when we go to Whatnot and someone calls me the AARP breaker. It'll be great.
Embrace it. Embrace it.
Yeah.
That should be your tag.
Yeah, I can't wait to. Oh, you got tremors, Papa?
We're gonna go ahead and call this at $5.
Thanks.
Jason.
And if you give it away, just keep this in mind, everybody. For the common stuff, if you donate it, give it away to your local shop, give it to kids. Just remember that's always an option. We want to spread the word. We want to spread the love. Make someone's day. Make a kid's day. All right. What's up next so we can get this rolling?
Foil.
The foil.
Yeah, Eric. Eric actually mentioned, I don't know if you can have multiple people talking at once. Oh my God. I bet you guys in the audience would certainly like that.
All right. And so just a reminder that looks like according to that, and wait till the end, like when you guys get this, these are big numbers. But of course, let's see, Brooklyn, if you want to go to radishphysical.com, go to the ticket page and you'll see that we've updated the base set to the winning bid. So you can go in and pay your $5 a hen. Wait till the end. Those have been updated as well.
So explain what's open for bid now. What type of foil?
So any of the foils that are in your hand, the silver, the fire, and the ice.
So these are just steel, and there's no silver.
Steel. I'm sorry, steel. And I'm.
So these are all the
past my
steel,
bedtime.
and then these. This is interesting how it fell. There's more ice than fire. There's a few fungi in here.
Yeah, it's fungi in here, buddy.
Yeah, actually, we got a little bit. These are all fungi. Actually, all of them are fungi except for
How
one.
many total are there? BJ?
That's insane.
That's all fungi. So, and then we have caliber, which people love. This actually, caliber is one of the top 3, I would say, on eBay right now.
So, Hawkwind, question come in. How many of these are there total?
Oh, I'll count them up in a second. But you can do the math. We only have 2 of these.
58, so yeah.
So these took the place of those foils, and there's 3 per pack. There's 20 packs.
58.
Does that make sense, right, everyone? It's easy to tell, actually, the math on these. So, caliber, and you can see the difference between fire and ice and caliber. And this is which rookie? Rookie inspired. Anyone? No one? Anyone can answer.
Wait, what was the question? Caliber.
Who is it?
God. Bears QB.
Caleb.
There we go.
Caleb Williams.
Cheese and crackers. All right.
So I will say this. I look at the eBay site quite a bit. On Radish, I started today doing like a daily market watch of what's sold and what's been put up. And I can tell you that Caitlin Clark is by far the most popular athlete, at least sales-wise. And then after that, it's Showtime's is probably the second most. And then it used to be Gavler, which would be Aaron Judge, but it's gone. He's gone down actually. So it's a little bit of the rookies, and probably Caliber is the next one right now. Those kind of mix up, mix a little bit between themselves. But I can tell you that Caitlin Clark, or CC, is by far the most popular, by far.
So Dilly said the ice is not foil. I'm not crazy. No,
you're right. You're right. Let me find the foil one. Oh yeah. So it's just all fungi.
Okay.
Look at that. Dilly. Man, that was really good.
We're up to 15 with Dale Smith.
Let me see. I will double check these when it's during the day before I mail them out.
We'll always do a quality
It's very
control
dark.
check.
There's a few in
The
both.
video didn't really look like it.
No, but I know there's a few in the other that are. But remember, there's 58 total. That is correct, and I'll double check. So my 2 cents on these, I would guess right now you could say that probably on average you could probably say $350 per steel foil. I would say $350 per, averaged out with the rookie inspired per foil.
Right now we've got 16 with Jason for the high bid.
I would actually go down. I don't remember any Caitlin Clarks in here.
I didn't see any Caitlin Clarks. I know we had a couple of Angel Reeses.
Yep.
I would have loved a Ledecky.
Yeah, of course. I would too. Everyone would. So I would actually bring that down more, I think about it. And there was multiple fungi. So I would actually bring it down to about $225 a card is what my estimate would be. You're not going to find a buyer for every one. So, of course, that is not actual liquid money, but that's probably a good estimate per card.
I think Dilly just wants the fun guys. I know I want the fun guys.
If I was not in on this break, I would be going for it. Hey, Cloud, I cannot tag. If you could tag it, I can't. I show Brooklyn Met. The Brooklyn Met and I, we share the BoBA, but I cannot tag him in BoBA. It'd be easier because I have to DM him, and I'm tagging Alpha, SubHub, and NFT Chapter. I don't know why, but
so
right.
for the rest of the audience, I just want to mention, like, some of these things, and I know you guys know this because it looks like everyone's very informed and has done a bunch of the both breaks and bought your own boxes and ripped your own things with a BoBA. But you could always put up a bulk sale for these items on eBay if you wanted to flip them, or if you wanted to save them, of course, or trade them, that would make sense. But if you put them up for bulk, you should be able to get more than what the price is right now. But that's no guarantee, and you can easily not listen to me. But it's a pretty good price where it's at right now, where you do really well.
Okay, and so Chris, we have, so after this, we just have the Rad and then the auto, right?
Yep. Right.
Okay. 21 going once.
And then if anybody wants this Gabler, but I don't think anyone would.
That one's supposed to just be sent back to me.
No, seriously, no one's expressed interest, so we won't do it.
I will say, Cloud, we're going to do this, is that it's going once, is that there's a 2-minute delay. I'm going to put into the chat, if anybody wants, they can, right now, it's 21 high bid for Brooklyn Met. And what we'll do is, if anybody wants it, it's a $5 increase. So the problem with the dollar increase, we can keep going like this for a while. So we're going to say this right now, is that I'm going to post it in there, and people do. Let's see, 21 increase, next bid has to be 26 or higher. So, and that was SubHub and NFT Chapter. So I think SubHub, NFT Chapter, and Alpha. They're the ones who, is Jason's the high bid, Brooklyn's the high bid, and it's Alpha, SubHub, and NFT Chapter who've been bidding him, right, Cloud?
Sounds right.
Okay. All right. So that's gonna going once, and you guys, you're tagged in Discord. So let me know if you want to go up on that 21. By the way, Cloud, this is, I mean, the other stuff 4 and 8. Appreciate According to Hen coming through, scooping those up so we don't have to auction us off all night, those hot dogs and plays. But this is a huge steal. I mean, I freaking $21 for these beautiful cards. I mean,
sorry, Jordan's comment. What's the difference between going up $1 here or in Block Packs auctions? Because in Block Packs auctions, that's 1 mile.
All right. I think we're going to call it. All right.
Hit the hammer at 21.
Gone. Going once, going twice. No, you got to make it more dramatic, Cloud. You can't do it 5 minutes ago. Going once, going twice. Sold.
I think that one sold probably low because of our system more than anything.
Yeah.
All right.
Wait, Hawkwin, if you were not in this break and you were bidding on it, what would you expect it to go for?
I personally would bid up to 30.
Okay. All right.
So,
go ahead.
So
Let's get to the next.
I think for these next two, I think actually for the next one we should stop or do it's $5 increments. So starting bid at $5, going from there. Does that sound reasonable? Well, there it is. Nope, $5. $5.
Look at those two balls of fire right in the championship belt. Who wouldn't want those?
Oh, wait,
first of all, I know that Alpha Trilogy is infatuated with those.
All right. All right, so far we've got it. SubHub has got it for 5, and so right now it's going to be a steal. And so, Hawkwin, what would you estimate this fair value?
Trilogy's 35.
How much on this one?
Yeah,
I don't know. I didn't pre-look because I didn't know we'd pull this. I'm one that
Wait,
links
you mean
back
you
to-
didn't stuff these cards in the pack
Yeah.
before you ripped them?
Exactly. So I always like to do my homework and research up to date. So I can't tell you.
All right.
I will say the rad cards, they've been a lot of fun. And I love the fact that there's going to be the 90s tournament. So you've got the rad and the linoleum. So I personally, I just like the look of them.
Yeah. I will say this, the fire is really good. The look of this one is extremely nice. The fire really pops on rad really well. Obviously, it's a higher weapon type, so you get more of a power up here. It also makes it rare, right? Because it's actually fire, not steel. Fire and ice are the same rarity, if I'm correct. I'm pretty sure I am. And then the look of fire really pops on the rad parallel. And then you're going to be able to get into tournaments that are 80s. And that's not set in stone, I'm almost positive, but it's been discussed by BoBA a couple times. So I suspect that there's a good chance it will be.
45. Alpha has the high bid right now. Galileo took it to 40. Alpha came back over the top.
I definitely think it's going to go higher.
I think everybody's just sitting in here waiting for that Adley to hit.
I think so also. I think it's a little hard with the way, again, that we set up the bidding.
Yeah.
But that's all right. This is where people can get a deal.
Honestly, I'm having so much fun. I don't care. So
Yeah. I know, it's actually, I really appreciate having Eric just shed so much alpha on us and also information, is that, Chris, you got to remember, you're the one who always reminds me of the value. And I got to tell you, like, Cloud and I can see the numbers. They keep going up. And like, I got to tell you, Cloud, is like, when it comes to a break, this is by far the highest. This is the highest breaking audience we've ever had for a break. So this is, the people are here, Chris, like, this is, we appreciate everybody doing it. Like, are we going to probably do this again? No, but I will say, if we're going to do this auction system that's kind of slow and clunky, I would do it tonight. I would do it tonight while we're doing this and working out our kinks and hanging out with everybody.
45 going once.
All right. Let's see. Looks like Galileo is not going to go. All right.
I'd say that's a little bit of a steal at 45.
All right.
Alpha wants me to shut up now.
As long as Jamps doesn't go over the top, Alpha will be happy.
All right.
Going twice.
So I'll say this: if 10 people actually pipe up and say they want to open up a booster, like, we can do that. Just know it's going to be the same system that we're doing.
Yeah.
But I will also say
Hey,
that
yeah, go ahead, Chris.
that there's a silver battle foil, and there's blizzard battle foil, and there's grandma's linoleum only found in blaster and booster, and there's the foil stamped bonus plays only found in the booster box. Foil stamped bonus plays.
All right. Well, it looks like in terms of the 40, it's all right.
Calling it 45. Alpha wins.
No, hold on. Going once, going twice. Sold. And by the way, James wants us to do a blaster. So if you've got one of those, Hawkwind.
A what?
All right.
I'm just afraid if we do the booster, we hit, say, like 3 bonus play, foil stamp bonus plays, they literally go for $9 each.
Okay, so can you tell us what they can start the bidding on? And by the way, what's the increment? We're not going to do $5 for this thing. So is it going to be, what should the increment
Give me a
be?
second. We should start. It's easily. Let's start
Pull
at
the
50.
card. Pull the card up to the.
Yep.
There we go. So we pull it closer. Come on.
It's
in
coming.
There we go.
Coming in.
All right. So I'll let you make those decisions, Mr. Slappy
$50.
Wife. But
I'm not going to, I'll let Hawkwind or you.
I think it's $10 increments. Let's go with that. Adley up for auction. Let's go.
Start at 50.
You can start at 50. That's fine.
That is a beautiful card. And so
That
when
is
you hear
50,
Slappy Boy
50.
keep saying perfect mint, he's taking that from the NFT days. So what it really means is that it's the last number. So it's 50 out of 50, or it'd be 100 out of 100, or 102 out of 102. So that means a lot in the NFT
Alpha
world.
coming in strong, 200.
But it's a number that people do go after, and usually it's the first one, the jersey number, and then the last one, and then some people do the specific ones like 69, 13, 666. So those are what numbers people look for usually.
Alpha 240.
Remember, this is fire. This is probably one of the best looking ones of Adley, and he's a current player. His career's still ahead of him, and he's on definitely on the Orioles, and they have a stacked young team that will be together for a long, long time. I mean, stacked.
Alpha taking it to 260.
He also is in a really thin, traditionally thin position at catcher, and he's both a relatively good defensive catcher, not great, but relatively good, and he's a really potent offensive catcher.
How many of his rookie cards do you hold, Aquin?
Oh, like 50 or 60?
Yes, that's what I wanted to hear. You had him penned a while ago, didn't you?
Yeah, I did, and when he was in the minors.
I love Big Rob's comment right here. 180 power puts that in the apex. Yeah,
I'm gonna pull that out later.
That's one thing I can't decide if I care that much or not. That the power and the apex, or right now, should I just be going after the people I want to go after? But it's hard to turn away a 180.
All right, so we'll say going once.
Not yet.
260 going once.
It's too soon. Too soon.
What are you going to the bathroom there, Hawkman? What are you doing there? Are you going now? Actually, Cloud, it sounds like he's going through his cassette tapes is what he's doing right now.
Yeah, I want to pull up this. This is my favorite card of Adley, and it's Rushman, Cowser, Mountcastle, and Gunnar Henderson.
Wow.
And look what they're wearing.
Wow. How much is Chris, what do you think that's worth?
Oh, I know, because I've got like 20 of them, and I've been selling them. It's about worth $50, 44 to 50.
You're kidding me. You know what?
For a PSA 10.
I'll tell you what, you don't have to send it to eBay. Send it to me for 44 and we'll skip that extra. Can I buy one off you for 44?
Yeah, I guess anyone who wants to. It's really nice.
Yeah. Well, and by the way, Big Rob is saying I wouldn't be able to bring myself to play with one of the autos, but I bet we see it the 100K tournament.
Yep. All right, I think we start actually. Oh, 260.
Well, that's what it's been. 260 going twice.
Well, we should tell everyone. I'll get these out in the mail tomorrow.
Ben's going to be playing with all the bangers. Yeah, I would love to see them sitting there. Somebody said it before, and I can just picture it. Ben sitting there at the table with all of his graded slabs, shuffling the slabs.
Yeah, I haven't heard the story, and what I'm hoping to do with your fireside chat, I want to hear Jamps with his rip, because when he was talking about, we all know he's waiting for his kids and he was waiting for his product to show up, and I talked to him right before it happened. But so I said to him, like, whoa, and SubHub coming in, it's all 270 bid right now, so clock starts over. But Jamps, when he was telling me he was going to get the kids and what was going to happen, I said, so what's the process here? You know, are you going to make your kids wear gloves? Are they going to, when they're opening it, are you going to give them scissors? Like, how is this all going to work, like, with you and the little kids? Like, and he was talking about employing his wife, and I just want to hear how it went, because, like, I can't, for everybody who has little kids, the thought of handling these things with little kids, like, that's insane.
So far, my 8-year-old has only been able to see the foil and the base cards. Everything else, you can look at it, but you can't touch.
Hey, what was Hawkwind
70 going once?
What was Hawkwind saying about the The children. It's for the children.
The base cards are definitely for him. I've already given some to the neighbor kid who loves the Bo Jackson Battle Arena game itself. Alpha coming in at 280. Ben said it was mayhem.
Yeah. All right. What were we saying? By the way, my Steelers just came in at 290.
My Steelers.
All right.
There it is.
All right. And then for folks who don't know, in case you didn't hear, is that we're going to move on to a booster right after this. For all of us who haven't gotten our boosters, is like we're hoping to see blizzards, linoleum, and just go in there and hit some great stuff. And of course, that's where we can hit the foil plays, right, guys? Right, Hawkman?
Street.
Yep, the foil plays. The only place we can.
Alpha 300.
All right, Alpha's coming in at 300, and like again, we're gonna move on to the booster right after this. And just a reminder, guys, is that this is a Palmetto style auction. We rip the contents, and then we go ahead and auction it off. We're gonna do that with the booster too. We're gonna rip everything, and then we're gonna auction it off. That might take a little while. We had it planned, of course, for those of you, according to Hen, Brooklyn. Those of you watching, you can head to radishphysical.com, and then you go over radishphysical.com/market. You can head over there, and then you can pay for the spots you've won. You just click on that, and we'll go ahead and for the booster, we're not going to have that up. And my Steelers just came in at 310. All right, and if anybody wants to really break this open, I think 500 will probably close it, right, Cloud?
We just need Alpha and my Steelers to come on stage and start yelling bids back and forth. Get SubHub up here. It'd be awesome.
Yeah. And the best part is that I'm not gonna. So I know somebody in the audience is they're out eating dinner, and I feel bad because it's like I don't want to interrupt their dinner. By the way, SubHub's with his invisible bid. He might have everyone.
No, him just doing some emojis.
Okay, coming in. Yeah, it was a little bit of a delay for me right now. All right, so let's see.
310 going once.
Yep, going once. All right, hey, so Chris, you're all set on the booster. You got it out. We'll go ahead. We'll let people know. Also, want to let folks know is that after we go off of this next one, I think break and takes isn't that BNT Lava Hands? That's break and takes breaks, right?
No.
All right. So,
All right.
so wait, hold on. We're gonna give it one last minute.
I said going twice, not.
All right. I know. Hey, Cloud, you're the dad who when you walk with your wife and your family, are you 5 steps ahead of them everywhere you walk? Be honest.
Usually, yeah. Yeah. Come on. Let's get going. Come on.
Oh, by the way, so it must be SubHub must be messaging my Steelers because he did something that this is family programming and Hawkman wants kids to do it. Hold on. And so he told SubHub, he told me to tell SubHub he could go, you know what, with himself. That's what his message was.
All right. I'm closing it. Great purchase, Mr. My Steelers.
Wow.
That's a huge card. So, yeah.
Yep.
All right.
And congratulations.
And thank you, my Steelers. Thank you, Alpha. Thank you, according to Hen. Thank you, Brooklyn. And thank you, everyone, NFT chapter, all the other people who bet. SubHub, thank you so much. And take a last look at it because my Steelers is going to put that in the closet with the painting of him that keeps him young and you're never going to see it again.
Exactly.
All righty.
All right, we're going to jump right in.
Ripping a couple of packs. I feel like it's been forever since we've seen a pack open up.
How many people in the audience actually don't have anything to rip and they want to, but they can't find it? Like at their local store, or they ripped all the ones they got. Who really wants to rip? No one? Oh, that's good.
Remember, we're on a delay. You ask a question, you've got to wait a minute.
Oh, I remember. All right. What do we got here, you ask? Well, you probably already know. Here's the key, though. Remember to look at the upper left-hand corner. Collector booster box. Look for exclusive battle foils and inspired ink autographs. It doesn't say you're guaranteed any. 20 packs, 10 cards. So again, that's the same actually number of cards as is in a hobby box, 200. Sorry about the auto focus. Still trying to figure that out. So let me tell you what you can get in this. You can get a inspired ink auto super foil, both auto and a regular. You can get a hex battle foil, a globe battle foil, a bubblegum battle foil. They're harder to get, obviously, than in hobby and jumbo. You can also get the really cool looking pink battle foil, which is a hex weapon. And then you can get the green battle foil and glow. Those are high powered cards, athletes. They're hard to get, very hard to get. The green's like 1 to 2 per case, and the pink is like in 5 to 20% of all cases. Then silver battle foil, I know that I've at least seen one person say they're gobbling up, whoever wants to sell them, they're getting gobbled up by this person. And they're 2 to 5 per box. So we should see some. And then 80s rad, about 1 per box on average. Blizzard foil that people love. It's 2 per box. And then this is the important one because everyone wants one, is Grandma's Linoleum, a battle foil. That's the ugly one. 2 to 4 per case. We are not necessarily finding one on average in this box. If we do, we'll have some people jump for joy. All right, Galileo. Damn it.
Hey, by the way, I just to share this is that Milvik just shared. He said in his last jumbo and booster, he had a Mean Joe, 25 out of 25 auto glow. He hit a Rodder, he hit a Green Machine, 27 out of 50, and then he hit a Timmy, 17 out of 50. Jeez.
Wait, 2 autos in one of these boosters?
No. So in a last jumbo and booster, so he got 4 autos. So he got an auto in the booster.
No, so Jordan, the 80s rad says 1 per box. Yeah. The hobby's 1 to 2 per box. So it's not just like a hobby. Hobby's a little bit more chance to get 2.
Going back to where we here at Radish do things differently. We're at 97 minutes and we're just opening our 21st pack.
Yeah, we'll go a little faster.
Cloud, tell us how it's going to go tomorrow when we start at 5 o'clock Eastern for Radish breaks 1, 2, and 3 for everybody who's in those sold out breaks.
Wait, can I talk about this pack real quick? So it's really important. So it's unlike the hobby one we just did. The first 4, oh God, we already hit a good one. The first 4 cards, not the first 3, but the first 4 cards are the paper ones. And then, what is this? Oh God, come on, autofocus. That is a silver Marvin Harrison Jr. Steel. And you can see the foil on it. Pure silver right there. And the silver is actually, is that a silver? Yes, it should be. Yeah, silver. This silver is only in boosters. So you can only get it in this type of box.
Tex, welcome to the stage.
What's going on, kids? How we doing?
You just missed the Adley Rushman 50 of 50.
We got a 41. We got a 41 play, and we got the silver. So Maserati silver battle foil is actually a good hit.
So we decided we were going to open up a booster box as well. So
little bonus action.
Yeah, why not?
What the hell, right?
Yeah.
All right. So far so good.
So
who
Hawk,
hit the Rushman?
Well, so we auctioned it at the end,
Auction.
and my
Gotcha.
Steelers ended up winning it. Hawk. So the first
Nice.
5 cards are just base
Club?
cards in this, and then that 6th card
Yep.
is the
Right.
something fun in that spot.
Right. Sorry, I'm ripping the pack slowly because I'm reading the chats too. All right.
Well,
So
tell you if
Gavler.
somebody says something. I'd say let's.
There's
Rip.
CC. We haven't
Hey,
seen CC yet. Remember, that's just the base, but you can see some good ones. Oh, geez, sorry. I'll get them better tomorrow where they don't stick. Triple threat. And then the last one we had number 41, by the way, in play, so that's good. And these are high ones.
Nice.
yeah,
And
but
if-
tomorrow we'll
those-
be doing. Go ahead, Slappy.
I was just gonna say those plays we're looking for foils, right, Hawkman?
Yeah. Oh my God. Because in auction, and probably in our auction tonight, they'll go for like $9. It's such a steal. So
Okay,
Oh, where
the other
are the
thing that
foil
people-
plays?
So
What was
foil plays are bonus plays.
Yeah.
The other thing that you should be looking for. So it's like P72, P15 to say plays. The bonus plays are BP1 through whatever.
Oh,
So-
didn't even notice that.
yep.
So especially if you're hunting eBay, because a lot of people aren't going to notice. If you look down in that bottom left corner and read what that BP is, that'll tell you it's a bonus play.
Nice.
Correct. Also, I think I heard, I'm not positive about this. Someone in the audience can confirm probably, but I think the foils only go up to like 33 or 34. They're not like 97 and it's a foil play.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I have
Right.
a full list of the bonus plays. But
Do like
back
that
to your question earlier, Slappy. Tomorrow, do we have another?
Slappy's busy.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
tomorrow
go
we
ahead.
have the Jumbo Hobby and Booster Box.
Ooh, that looks
So we're
good.
gonna hit a little bit of everything tomorrow. We're not gonna go quite as slow as we are here. A lot of this is we're trying to work out some of our technical things. We're trying some
25
things in the
play.
background.
25 play.
nice.
So we're getting some plays.
Hey, so
we
Cloud,
still-
can Chris stop interrupting you and slow down so you can explain how we're gonna go faster tomorrow?
We still fully anticipate tomorrow getting on here. We like doing the round table style, so even if you're not part of the break, feel free to join us. We like people coming up on stage like Tex Hooper. It increases the energy for us up here, and it's something that we really can't do if we get a whatnot, which is one reason why we like this format. So yeah, tomorrow, even if you're not joining as part of the actual breaks, please join. Come up on stage. Let's talk BoBA. Talk your big hits. Talk, highs, lows. Talk about how your local store has no boxes. Whatever you want to talk about.
And
Jordan,
make sure you head to radishphysical.com and enter your phone number, and you'll get text alerts. So before the break goes up, of course, we have 3 breaks tomorrow. Those are completely sold out. And so if you want to get in the next break before it sells out, just make sure you send your phone number. We'll text you. And it's not just some kind of spam. It's actually a personal text. And so you'll get a message letting you know that it's going to happen. The other thing is let us know what type of breaks you want. I know that the person
we got something.
Oh,
So I'm going to interrupt and all. So let's see what this is. Oh, looks like a silver of Cowboy,
oh boy.
which is Corey Seager. Yes, right?
Yeah, Corey Seager.
Yep. So that's another silver. And again, the silvers, if I look at my cheat sheet, they come 2 to 5 per box. 5. Geez, you can get 5 of these. So that's Corey Seager. And then plays or nothing. All right. Those are really nice looking, I would say. And I know people are collecting them.
Hey, Chris, the plays they're not nothing. They're just like your kids. Some are just more special than others, but they're all special.
And I will say, signing up like Slappy was just talking about for text, because hopefully tomorrow, if not Sunday, but for sure, we will get our following breaks up. We had a little bit of shipping delay getting our product, but we finally have it, and so that's why we're starting tonight. We haven't been trying to slow roll anything. It's just we needed product before we could do this. So we have it. We fully anticipate
we got another one
for a while.
Silver again, and this one is.
Oh.
Oh, I skipped one. Sorry. It's a Draco. I got to get that figured out before our break tomorrow.
Yeah.
Those Draco cards are awesome.
Yeah,
I love the artwork
this
on
is
those.
rookie inspired. This is Drake May. Drake May, number
All right.
1 overall pick.
Let's move on to the next pack. Let's go. We're gonna keep this thing under 2 hours. Let's do this.
We can if you guys stop talking.
Yep. All right. Get that next pack open. Love to see that. Let's get some last 10 pack magic, right, Tex? You don't
That's
worry
right.
I'll tell you what. Until you see silver or better, you just keep going and stop. We're not gonna pause it all. Cloud's gonna be proud of me.
I have
gonna
not been talking.
All right. Let's see it. Let's go see what we got here. Ooh.
You guys can talk. I'll just,
Yeah.
I want to see an autograph before we
Well, you
end
missed
here
that.
tonight.
Okay, Hawkwood's being extra careful now.
Oh.
Let's go.
What's this?
Oh.
Nothing.
Hey,
Whoa.
I do
What's
love
this?
that time. I
What's
do love
this?
that.
there's something
Oh,
there.
I see
There's
something.
something there.
Oh,
Oh.
steel double check. Another one.
Another one.
Wah,
Only this
wah.
is steel.
Hey, I don't see any 2 fireballs on that one.
Yeah.
No.
This one's ballless.
Yeah.
I wonder if the ice has 2 ice balls.
All right, let's go next pack. Let's get it open. And while we're
I've got to sleeve this, dude.
All right. Well, we have the
One thing that
beautiful-
will slow us down always is sleeving.
So Tex is like we hit a beautiful. No, it really was beautiful. The fire rad.
The Rushman.
No, double
No.
check.
Oh, you hit a fire double check. Oh.
Hey, and
Yeah.
by the way,
Yeah,
Tex,
well, too bad he's horrendous.
Tex, we have to thank you for not
Oh my God.
not double check. He's the fan inspired. But anyway, we have to thank you. Oh, that was really slick. I like how you caught those, Hawkwind.
Yeah.
Is that your YouTube Tex, when you came in to do a tech check earlier, you connected
Yes.
your YouTube and Twitter. So we've
I
got
did.
we have like 25 people streaming out on yours right now. So you did that intentionally, huh?
Yeah, totally.
Sure.
Actually, yeah. Oh, yeah. I knew what I was doing
there's
the
a
whole time.
glow. We got
Oh!
another great one.
Oh, Soto.
Soto. What?
Ah,
No,
tattoo.
tattoo. Yeah, that's not soda,
Tattoo.
boyfriend. Not chosen.
Or
All right.
wait, who's the inspired?
So this one is a glow battle foil, and this is only 3 to 6 per case in these. So this is
Nice.
a pretty big hit.
So it's somebody in the audience. Go ahead and tell us who the player is, so Tex knows who it is. We won't give it away, but it is not chosen.
Like,
Come on.
It's okay.
oh,
it's okay.
wait,
Tex.
To
Yeah.
be
Tatis. Okay.
fair,
He's new to BoBA.
what Tex? Football's your number 1 sport, and would you put
Yeah, I'm
basketball ahead of
not the
baseball?
biggest baseball guy in the world.
But would you put basketball ahead of baseball?
No, there's football, college basketball, and then everything else is just tied.
And where would you put gummies on that? Would you put gummies at the
Oh,
top?
gummies are above everything.
That's what I thought.
Because gummies make everything more enjoyable.
All right, let's see if we got any.
Even baseball.
Yeah. And for folks who don't know, like Tech or Cloud, you're gonna love this. Is that of course because Tex lives up. This broadcast sponsored by Hapner's Restaurant and Tavern, and he's up in the Syracuse area. So when he talks college, he's a college basketball man. Because
as long as it's not a Bayheim fan.
Oh, come on.
Talk about
Jimmy
the
was
worst
Jimmy was
person
great.
in the entire world.
Oh no, he's a nice guy if you get to know him.
Oh, Tex, someone actually requested vacuums.
Just get all message me through eBay and
Okay.
I can help you out with your vacuum parts.
all right, let's see if we get any special
No,
plays here.
Yeah. Oh, 29.
Oh, 29. That's a good one.
29.
Dog pile.
All right. Hey, but Tex is that since Cloud is a Big Ten college football fan too, Cloud, you'll be happy to know when I found out Penn State was playing at Syracuse, I called up Tex immediately and I said, I want those seats in 2028. Don't give them away to any of your friends because I know he has tickets with you. And he's like, what? He's like, they schedule games that far out? And I'm like, yeah. And your friends, everybody's going to be trying to get those tickets. So I'm like, dude, do not give away your seats.
Oh,
Oh, that's
here
a
comes
beautiful
linoleum.
CC.
Who wants some linoleum?
Ooh.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, there's a linoleum there?
Yeah. Not a vacuum, but a
It
linoleum.
looks like a rad.
Oh, God, you're screwing things up, Tex.
Oh.
You ready? What does that look like?
Oh my God, that linoleum.
Wow, this is very different than the last
Wow.
box.
That's a huge hit.
Hold it a little bit lower, Hawk. Yeah.
What do you guys think?
Closer to
Anyone-
your body. No, wait, is that double check
Double check.
again?
Give me a double check.
No.
Oh,
Ooh.
Will Clark.
Will
Clark. That's
Clark
awesome.
on the linoleum. Grandma's
145.
linoleum.
I don't remember this picture of Will Clark too much.
Wow.
There hasn't been a ton out there that I've seen, but that is awesome.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can get it up close.
What? Steel?
Steel. Yeah.
Steel.
Yeah.
It's funny. It looks like a glow with that color.
That's what I was like.
Wow.
Is that glow or is that just the grandma's linoleum?
Now, how rare are the linoleums? Aren't those some of the rarest?
Yeah, 2 to 4 per case. You
Wow.
hit one.
And how many boxes are in a case?
6.
There you go.
The only difference is blasters. There's a bunch. I can't remember. There's a bunch of blasters in the case. Like 50. I think.
So Cloud, who's your team? Why don't you like Boeheim?
So for college basketball, it's UC, and so Cincinnati was in the Big East back before it shuffled.
Mhm.
You know, for the
When it
15th
was
time.
when it was awesome.
Oh my goodness! Oh, that was
When it was the
glory
best
days.
conference in basketball.
Oh,
Oh, glory!
we already got a bid from Alpha Trilogy on linoleum.
I think he's missing a 0 or 2 off that number. It must be a
What do
typo.
we got here? Oh,
Curry Jams, not to be outdone.
so do you guys know what this one is? Don't
Blizzard.
answer
Yeah,
this.
victory.
No, don't answer this, guys that are talking.
Oh, that's an auto.
No, shush.
No.
Tex.
Oh.
Anybody in the audience know? I'm sure a bunch of you do. This would be Blizzard. Oh, Showtime.
Oh, hey.
That's a big one.
That is pretty.
Wow. Let me put it.
I do love the look of those blizzards.
Hey, hold that up, Chris, again, so I can get a good picture, and hold it steady. All right, good. Thank you.
So, somebody bid $50 for me. I can't type in
$1.
the chat.
Yeah, actually, I will tell you this right now, so we can move things along here at the end. If anybody wants to put a bid in right now, and we'll look at it, but if you want to put in that the linoleum and the blizzard will be separate. So if you want to just start bidding on that in the background, that way when we get to it. So $5 increments for each. Go and
I
start.
just
bidding.
put no bidding, and you say, "Go ahead and start the bidding."
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Well,
weird.
we'll have this all worked out by tomorrow.
No, tomorrow the spots are already sold by hot dog. We don't have to do this.
Eric's up on stage.
bidding. He is.
Yeah,
Oh,
he is.
we got
He's been up
something.
on stage.
We got something. These are loaded, aren't they?
It's snappy. It's those last pack magic. It's hitting.
Yeah.
Well, we got more than just one pack. Maybe I'm wrong. But probably not. Bubble
Oh,
gum. Who
Who
wants some bubble gum?
I think
Anyone?
the bubble gums are my favorite insert.
All right, let's see here. You ready? Or maybe it's pink. Oh, it's
Oh,
pink.
wait, is it a hex?
It's a hex. 5 to
Oh.
20% of all cases.
Time.
Wow.
Well, hold
Look
that
at the
up.
power. Let me put it up close.
Yeah, hold it still for a second. Right there.
Wow.
That's
All right, I got it. Thanks.
gum. That's not hex.
D-Jam says 30
Oh,
bucks.
you're right. Yep, that is bubble gum. Not
That is
hex.
the bubble gum.
All right, let me put that in.
Which, have you ever thought about, as you're walking, through the grocery store and you're talking about Bo Jackson, you're like, yeah, I just hit the bubble gum on the hot dog and blah, blah, blah. People looking around like, what is wrong with this guy?
Well, I will say I was in a card shop and the owner was explaining to him about the radioactive hot dogs, and it's crazy. Nobody thinks it's outlandish. Like everybody chuckles, and they're like, "Yeah, I dig that" or something. And one of the stores in Bellingham, Mass, he's got a pizza place next door. He's gonna have the guy make hot dogs, and he's gonna do a special night and give out hot dogs. But he's having my favorite is he has the pizza. Like he can't boil some hot dogs. He's gonna hire the pizza guy to do hot dogs at his event.
Eric's on stage if he wants to say stuff.
I'm here. I'm just hanging out, but I will put a $50 bid on Grandma's linoleum.
Oh.
Sorry,
Like
Alpha.
that, Alpha. And Jamps.
In your face.
All right, 50 for Eric.
So this box has been money. Just
And
pure
by
money.
the way, the gum now is also up for bid. So if you want to put
The
anything up,
gum. It's not a gum, just so you know. It's pink.
It is a gum.
It
Oh
is-
yeah, you're right. I'm sorry.
yeah, just so you know, it is a gum, but it's
You're right.
it's 50 for hey, by the way, we can say we're gonna get this straightened out. That part's never gonna get straightened
buddy.
out. The three of us.
There's
So-
ferocious.
There we go. I think that's the first one I've seen.
Yeah. I think so.
All right, so we've got Alpha at 40 for the gum. Eric has 50 on linoleum, and I don't think on the rad we have any bid right yet. Clap.
Oh, I haven't.
I haven't seen a bid on the rad.
Okay. Man, no, I want to see the
I
play.
think people forgot about the rad.
I actually haven't seen the foil plays yet. I haven't seen it. I'm not on eBay like the rest of you guys constantly
Why not?
because I got banned from it. They don't let me go there anymore.
My back's hurting a little, so
So I'm excited for Hawkwind to send me that Adley Rushman
yeah,
Menudo card, like that $44 card. That's awesome.
it looks better. Oh, what do we got here? Something.
Another
Ah.
blizzard.
Here we go. You can see a little bit of what it is. Anybody know?
Oh,
Oh, it is a blizzard.
another one.
Wow.
We get to
Shepherd.
Oh.
Look at
Man,
that
those
glow.
are pretty cards.
you want to
Those
talk about a
blizzards are
disappointing season.
Pretty.
It's not his fault for the most part.
Yeah,
He is
well,
banged up.
disappointing team.
So Alpha said the hits that you have in the background, if you could spread those out a little bit better.
Yeah, that sounds good. I will.
Pull the packs up to the top left, over top of where you put your.
I keep hitting this camera. Sorry, I'm trying to. Again, we're just trying to figure this all out.
Yeah.
It's our test night.
Oh man, and the camera went down. Doesn't have pants on. Oh,
That's the oldest joke. We need new ones. All right, so let me put some of these up. So I'm going to go a little bit slow here because that's why. Let's do.
welcome to the stage, Hen.
Let's do linoleum.
Oh,
I only joined so I could get better bidding time frames.
Hey, that's the perk of being on here. You get real time, up to date. Man, Galileo is 65 on the linoleum.
taking Eric out. And now Eric's living in Galileo's world.
We see all of these. It's a little hard. I'll pull them up though because we
Wait.
need them.
Yeah, keep your hand in the view. Don't take it off screen there, Hawkwind. Your hand's out of view.
We can win these because they're not. We've already showed them. They're recorded. Let me get two more out.
All right, and we're going to go ahead and right now the blizzards are everything's together. So if you want to bid on the two blizzards, you can put out a bid for that as well. So right now we've got linoleum 65 to Galileo. Alpha has a $40 on the gum, and then nothing on the rad and nothing on the blizzards right now.
Yeah, almost ready.
And there's nothing currently on eBay that's ending soon, just so everybody's aware. I think the next one is ending in 12 hours.
All right. We got three more packs. We've done really well, I would say. What do other people think? Have we done well on this? Or
Yes.
I would assume so, just because of the amount of bids we're getting before we're even done. Oh, do we? Yep, we got something.
Oh, we've got a
So-
lot of stuff.
Yeah, we got a lot.
These last packs, Slappy, there was a lot of magic in them.
All right. Can you guess what it is? All right, here we go. Oh,
Ooh, Calico.
people collect him. So that is the silver battle foil in steel. In fact, I think they're all in steel, the silver battle foils. And that one only comes in booster packs. And of course, that is Caleb Williams, rookie inspired. Ooh. So let me put that in a. No.
Jason just asked a question in chat there that, Cloud, you might be able to answer.
Oh, let's see. Are Blizzards together? Yes, they are.
And he has Filizino as the high bid right now with or no, sorry. Is that right now is that Alpha has 20 on the rad. So Alpha has 20 on the rad, 40 on the gum, and Galileo has 65 on the linoleum.
And I will say, whoever got the hot dogs for like $4, there was just a listing that ended a couple hours right about when this started. $70 for the 30 hot dog set.
Whoa.
Really?
How much?
eBay
70.
Crazy.
70.
For a complete set?
for all 30 of them.
Yeah.
Wow.
The
What?
EV in these boxes are insane.
Not
Okay.
financial advice.
Mhm.
Buying wieners is expensive, man.
Oh, you're telling
They're
me.
radioactive too.
This is the last one. We got Victory, Webenyama, Gavler paper. What do we got for the last one? We got an ice tank. So that concludes it. Let's see if we got
Come on, let's
anything.
play. Let's get a good play.
We got 64, 87, 92. Now I am going to go through the plays and see if there's any foil that we might have missed.
Okay, but right now is that if folks want to, we're gonna put Cloud. Let's put the plays and the hot dogs together.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm hoping, according to Hen, you're gonna come in with a bid, and that way we can just ship it all to me, and I can hand it all to you. Like, what do you want to start the bidding at, Hen, for all these plays and the hot dogs?
$10.
All right. Let's
I don't
see.
even know. I wasn't paying attention. What am I bidding on?
Hot dog.
Nothing.
hot
Don't
dogs
worry
and
about it.
plays.
Just keep spending money.
The hot dogs and the plays.
$20.
Stop. Are
Let
you?
me-
You're bidding against yourself.
Oh, $21.
Slappy. Wait,
Yeah.
wait up a second until I double check there's no foils.
No, that's okay. We can start the bidding, and then it can go on from there. But we're not hammering it yet. But this isn't going to go on. All right. So we've got Hen. What's your? So you're going to start at $1. All right, $1 for the hot dogs and the plays. Anybody want to come over, Hen? You just heard what Cloud's talking about. There's value out there. Eric's talking about how much value's in these. $1. Anyone want to go above Hen? Let's see. And then otherwise, if one person comes across the top of them, is that we'll go to then Hen. We're going with your $10, so that way we can avoid the back and forth. If anybody bids 2, we're up to 10. All right, let's go in once while Cloud looks at it. All right, what are we going to put up next, Cloud, so people can start bidding on that as well?
I'm just right now. I'm sitting back and enjoying.
Oh,
$5,
wait.
$6 for Jason.
Oh yeah, that's great. $6 according to Hen. You want to go any higher? You're going to go 10?
Yeah, go to my 10.
All right. According to Hen's up to 10. You're going to type it in, Cloud?
Yep.
All right.
10.
All right, what's going to be our next thing that we're going to auction? And then,
The base and then the foils.
okay, the base. And with the base, did we get 20 fungi this time? Or that was, Okay.
Alpha's at 11.
yeah. Hen, do you want to stay in or are you out?
$15.
Hen, be honest, like, are you drunk right now?
No, it's just I don't even know what I'm doing. It's so fun.
He's delirious from lack of sleep.
That is very true.
Actually, you know what? When you look at what some of these auctions, like Yo-Yo. So my favorite part is I had a conversation with Yo-Yo about this break, the Palmetto style, and we were. And by the way, Alpha right now is, can we just get to the real cards? I don't want to like that. Honestly, I guarantee you, when we talk to Alpha, Alpha's gonna say he was bidding high because he just wanted to shut it off and get it over so we could get to his card. That's 100% why. But
Yep,
Yo-Yo,
exactly.
when I was talking to him, how are we doing, Chris? By the way,
Oh, we're ready to go. Just keep
you
trying to bid.
you confirm
All right,
that
and
the plays, there's nothing special on the plays, right?
Nope, nothing.
Okay. So it looks like 15 is for Hen going twice. Cloud just did the first time. And then once I finish the story about Yo-Yo, it's sold if nobody comes in on the plays and hot dogs together. It's $15 for according to Hen right now. So Yo-Yo, he is, for people who don't know, he came in heavy in that Palmetto break and he bid high. And when I told him we were going to do this style, he got mad. He's like, I don't want to do that, because he knows that he bids high. He goes, I'm not going to show up to the break. I'm not going to show up to the break. He goes, unless you get something really, you hit something really great, and then I'll show up and I'll bid on it. And then he laughed at himself.
All right, $15 sold. Moving on to the base.
Base.
All right, Hen, start the bidding. You're on stage.
The base.
$2.50.
How much?
$2.50.
The base actually got was really well
Distributed.
collated. Yep.
Yeah, good job, Eric, on picking that printer. Good job under that. All right, $2.50 going once, and this is going to be for the base. And how many?
Wait, what?
There is a big delay. I'll give you that. That's why.
Yeah, dude, don't do it quickly.
No. It's just once, guys. That's all.
I haven't even said.
All right, so the 250, and so Eric, you're on stage. We had in a booster, the total base set is how many cards?
Total base set and a booster is
$4 for Jason for base.
five paper per pack of heroes, so we're gonna get 100.
Wow. Yeah, it didn't. What a great deal. 100. All right, Alpha's up to 6. Now, if Alpha really wanted to get onto his cards, he would have come in at 15 and just put it into it. And do you want to go above 6?
Too rich for my blood.
Hen, you there's a great movie Tech Super would know, but like with your 250 bid, Tech Super, all I could think about is I want my $2.
Yes. Yes.
Do you know,
movie.
You know what movie that is, Hen?
No.
I don't think Hen was born when that movie came out.
I was born like 12 years ago. Come on.
All right, Alpha $6 going one.
Sickening.
Jason 7.
Oh, wow. All right, Brooklyn coming in at 7. So Brooklyn
Alpha 10.
Wow.
So I do have a question though. Tex, do you actually sell vacuums?
No.
Oh.
I took it from. Did you watch Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul?
Yes. Okay, that's fair.
Okay. Remember the guy they call to get their new identities?
Yeah.
His shop is best quality vacuum.
So
okay, I thought it was a joke, but I wasn't sure because I actually spent the time to look, and you never have listed a vacuum in all of your listings.
I should go to like a flea market and buy like an old Hoover.
Let's keep it moving.
Just stick it on there.
Hey, old man.
Jason's at 11 with the high.
Hey, old man, the bids are coming in every minute, so just chill out. Like we will once they're done bidding. So.
My brother-in-law, he's in a Facebook group with all of his boating friends, and they call it the Broken Vacuum Facebook group. and I was like, what? He's like, well, broken vacuums, they don't suck. So whenever we go out on the water, it doesn't suck. I'm like,
that's good. That is good.
Nice.
But Tech.
All right, going once at 11.
Yep. All right. Looks like Brooklyn's going to take it. And going once. Not yet. I'm not closing it out. And what's coming up next so we can start the bidding on that?
The foil.
Okay. And so, Chris, what do we have for foil?
That is the steel, ice, and
Fire.
Because
9.
we'll have a glow
9
separately.
Yeah. Can you show them?
Going twice.
What numbers are they?
Hold on. Let me get. Why won't it?
No, it's because you've been drinking. They're fine. They look fine to me. It's just you.
Yeah, I don't drink.
All right.
Maybe you should start.
Okay. Did we go?
Sold, Jason.
All right. Brooklyn. Brooklyn gets it. All right. Next one up is that we're gonna go with the foils, right?
And that, in foils, that is the steel, ice, fire, not the glow.
Not
All
the
right.
glow.
Let's go. It's just let's go. What would be? Let's see. $1 for Brooklyn.
$5 to start.
All right. Well, too late now because Brooklyn has it for $1. If somebody doesn't want to come in over the top. So steel, ice, and fire foils. Come on, Tex. You're gonna put in a bid right there. You know you want them. All right. According to Hen, you out on this one, or you back to the babies? For those who don't know, According to Hen is ever-expanding family trying to repopulate America single-handedly. Just brought in another kid into this world. Wife already looking forward to child number 16, right? You know this, but all seriousness, you have 8 kids, right, Hen?
It's 9 at this point.
9 at this point. All right.
Feels like 12.
Right.
It's 3.
And are they all girls?
No, 2 girls, 1 boy.
Oh,
right.
okay. You do have a boy. Okay.
Okay, so going once. I love how the hot dogs and plays went for 15, but these foils are at $1 bid for Brooklyn. And so what's up next?
The glow.
The glow. The glow's up next. Start getting your bid in for the glow. Going twice. So $1 for these foils is that's going twice. That glow, the tattoo, featured on Fantasy Island with Mr. Rourke. Tattoo coming up next.
We need to get the Jason high bid off.
All right.
Oh.
Hey, I wish it was $11 high bid. All right. Are we going to call it for him?
I'm waiting.
No, nobody's bid yet.
Yeah, Jason.
Yeah, Jason's got $1.
Oh, okay.
Wow. That's
Going
crazy.
once. Going twice. Sold for $1. Woo!
Whoa.
Whoa.
All right.
Oh.
Glow is starting.
Man, we can't afford to do these anymore.
$5 will. All right.
Well, we can afford to do them if we're not in 2 hours and 11 minutes and expecting people to bid on them. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, especially with our bid.
Hey, Chris, here's a tip. Like for those of you not in broadcast, bringing up the thing that everybody knows doesn't work constantly probably isn't the right thing to focus on. Instead, focus on the great product, right, Eric?
It's fantastic.
Exactly.
Snappy, I can give you guys some broadcasting tips before tomorrow night's show. Giving my
just come on
my history in the broadcast industry.
So
All right,
the glow is really nice. It definitely stands out quite a bit. The glows in general throughout the whole set are just awesome.
Can you hold it up again, Chris, so I can take a picture? And then
Let me move over a little.
yeah. All right, hold it right there. Oh, yeah, that's good. All right, thanks.
All right.
So the glows,
$5
if
once.
you guys remember, in a booster, the glow battle foil is 3 to 6 per case. So this is quite the hit, actually, that we got in this one box. These are pretty rare coming out of a booster. Plus, you're getting someone who actually is a really, really good player on a pretty darn good team and has a big fan base.
This is
Everybody
insane.
else watching Hawkland's reflection. $5 going twice.
I can't believe he is going to pick up all those foils and a glow for $6. Brooklyn's like, let me tell you guys, there's a lot of people watching this. I'm actually shocked that nobody's putting in a bid for this. Maybe we're not broadcasting anymore. Jeez, like the the numbers are there. I mean, Cloud, if you're in the audience, I know you would. You wouldn't come in expecting to bid on this. How high would you bid on this if you were in there? Like, so you start.
I'm the auctioneer. I'm not playing this game.
No, you have to. Come on.
Yeah.
I mean, a no brainer. You're at least at 20, right?
I'm looking at eBay and it's mostly 10, 15, 20 bucks for but
yeah.
All right. Nobody closed wins at $5.
Oof.
Congrats. That's a
congrats
good
on that.
takedown right there. All right. Next we've got the red. Do we want to do the red?
No, let's do the silvers. And I say that we do all four
All
silvers.
4 of them together.
And these are actually, we have the 2 rookies, which are just phenomenal. Remember, the silver They're actually called the silver battlefoil steel. It can only be found in booster packs. So these
There's
four.
3 rookies. There's more variety in there.
Oh, look at that. 3. Jeez. Rookie inspired, rookie inspired, rookie inspired.
And wasn't there a Filipino bidding for steel battlefoil?
And then we got Cowboy. So these are only found in booster. So you're not going to find these anywhere else.
Right. Scott, wasn't there a Filipino?
Yep, I just put it back up.
Okay.
3 rookies.
15.
All right, the silver battle foils. How many of these do you have already, Chris?
0.
Subhubs up to 25.
I would bid on these out of all of them that we got so far.
Of everything tonight?
Yep.
Huh, interesting.
Also, I like this look a lot.
Yeah. Did you say that oh, okay. Sorry. Took a little while to catch up on my screen. All right. It's Subhub's up there at 25. That's going once. I'm not sure if Marvarati.
Filipino 35.
All right. 35. Those are nice. Hawkwin is that, well, yeah, you're gonna be like B-Jams. He never likes putting a price on anything. But Tex, have you what would you estimate the value of these to be at? Have you looked at these?
What's that?
Have you looked at these, the silver battle foils, and kind of get an idea on the rarity and the value?
Yeah, a little bit I have. Yeah. Let me actually, I'm gonna say the silver battle foils are probably going for the probably $20-ish range, maybe a little more than that.
So you're
Let's see if I
talking.
can find some recent sales.
So no, that's okay.
I don't think you can compare this. You got to look.
35
These are
going
rookie
twice.
inspired. The rookie inspired, they're Drake May, they're Caleb Williams, and they're Marvin Harrison Jr., right? Yep.
Mhm.
So these are guys that aren't going to be in the average. These are going to be
Right.
guys that are above the average.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, and I'm seeing anywhere from $10 to $50.
Yep.
These are going.
Yep. So that's my 2 cents. Is
Yeah.
this right here? If you're going to hit, is some of the highest hits. CC is going to be the highest, or Caitlin Clark.
So if,
Mhm.
all right,
Subhub's
Subhub's
in
up
at 40.
Subhub's up to 40, and so if you kind of split the difference right there, you come in at if you come in at $30, that this is about $120 in value right now, and Hawkman would argue it's even more. What's that, Hawkman?
Yeah, I would argue that that's a lot for us to say it's worth, even if it might be. At the very minimum, I would say probably $50. But like nobody should let this go for less than 50. I would buy it in a second.
Well,
I would go up from there.
and when you're saying 50 for all of them,
Yeah, I mean, like I would get my son to get nickels in his room to get $50 together to buy these.
40 going once.
Oh my
All right.
god,
so right now Subhub with the win.
that's crazy.
All right, and then what do we have coming up next after this, Cloud?
May as
We
well
should
do
do
the
the-
Blizzards. Yeah. 40 going twice.
$40. I mean, Jesus.
Yeah, those are definitely more than $10 a piece. That's for sure.
This is just crazy.
$45.
Oh, Hen with the $45 bid.
And from the top rope.
Filipino 45. How do we do that? There's a delay. Filipino technically probably
Yeah,
is.
he has it. He can have it.
There we go. I appreciate that, Hen.
I would still think it would go up from there, but we'll see.
Yeah, we still have
What
Subhub.
happened to Alpha?
I think Alpha
Center
probably
must be gone.
Alpha's not like the rest of us. 2 hours and 18 minutes might be too much.
Oh, that's a good point. How late it is in the East Coast? It's only 10 where I'm at.
He's
That might
not.
have a lot of people away.
We're
45
creeping up on
going
12:30 here.
That's
Wow.
all right. Appreciate everybody who's tuning in. For everybody, this is Radish Break, physical break number 0, and of course we're going to be doing breaks 1, 2, and 3 tomorrow. Going to be going on. There will be no auctions tomorrow. Of course, these are all by Hot Dogs. I'm going to go ahead. If you guys forgot, you can always go to radishphysical.com.
Twice per 45.
Go ahead and log into your account at radishphysical.com. See what you've ordered. You can see the hot dogs. I'm also going to post that tomorrow over at radishphysical.com. You can see those great cards that Hawkwind's showing you right now. This is your last chance. Again, Hawkwind was saying, and he usually doesn't like, he's not a FOMO type person, telling us that he would have his kid empty out every nickel he had to buy these. Considers $45 to a steal. So we're still at going twice. Hold on, Cloud. It's not sold yet. And tomorrow we are going to be doing Radish breaks 1, 2, and 3 by Hot Dog. It's all set. We'll have it lit up there in case you forgot what you are. We're going to start at 5 o'clock Eastern. Hawkwind's going to be ripping these. We're not going to talk as much about this. That was today, kind of just so you guys could see that. We are going to be doing smaller breaks where we're not doing 3 breaks at one time. And we might do breaks like this. We slow it down, talk more about the details. Tomorrow's not going to be about that. We are just going to be running and gunning.
Sold.
So, all right. Good job.
Congratulations, Phil.
All right. So next are the Blizzard.
Give me a sec. I'm trying to put stuff away as we go.
All right. Filizino
All right.
for 45.
Yeah,
And,
Phil,
just,
that was great.
and just to let Filizino know, and the glow is going right now, and the high bid on the glow right now is, I think we got,
The Blizzard.
oh, we're going to Blizzards. Is that right? And who, did somebody get one up on the Blizzards, which is, I think there was one bid on the Blizzards from before.
Jeez, look at that Showtime. That's actually one of the best looking. This has got to be one of the best looking cards.
Blizzards are at 15. Jason.
Sorry about the camera. Let's see if I can get it close up.
25 on Blizzards.
I'll go 30 on Blizzards.
Text 30. Rabid.
Let's see here.
All right. 30 on a high. So we've got Alpha in the bidding mix. We've got Eric. That was Eric on stage for folks to know, who was also putting in a bid right there. Looks like Brooklyn is in there with a early bid. SubHub had an early bid, but as Cloud just said, Tex is sitting here with a high bid, which is fascinating. Tex, I thought you were kind of falling asleep on us, but what excites you the most about the Blizzards?
I just love the way they look. I love the foil with the white, and I think they're just really cool cards.
I love that rainbow.
Yeah, little
It's
subset.
Showtime.
And yeah, that Showtime is wild.
Showtime's
And
pretty.
I think these would look pretty nice
Wait.
in a tag
once.
slab.
Wait, no, hold on. Hold that up to the, pull it back a little bit, Hawk, and let me get a picture. Back a little bit. Stop right there. Wait, stop right there. Hold on one second. Is that, want to just get a picture? So going wise, go ahead, keep talking, Tex, about why you like them, and don't
Tell me
go.
when
I
I'm
did,
starting to shake.
I want to. That Shohei is going to look nice in a tag slab.
They will.
Look at that. It's got so much
$30
fire.
going twice.
Hey, Cloud, I'm going to call the third one on this one, not you, me.
Yes.
Um, So these are crazy. If you put up this one for sale on eBay,
Yeah.
you got to get more than $25.
Yeah, well, this is. Are you going to flip it or are you going to own it? By the way, Tex,
I will grade it and then decide from there.
you're going to grade. Will you grade both?
Yeah. Actually, I will probably. Yeah, I think I'm gonna grade all of my variations and all of my, special cards
Okay, so this is.
from this stuff.
It's going to go in a couple seconds, but Tex, how many cards are you going to send in for grading?
Right now, and I have another jumbo box to open, but right now I probably could at least 30,
All right.
30, maybe 40.
All right. Well, yes, we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna do it the old-fashioned way. See if there's one more person that they are DMing me they want to get in, but I'll see. Going once for $30. Tex Hooper is just being. Hey, are we gonna snatch it from him at the last minute? Going once. Going twice.
Snappy really doesn't want me to have these.
I really don't want you to have these. I want there to be a bidding war. And we are gonna say sold to Tex Hooper.
All right. Next up, we've got the Rad. Let's go. And look at this beautiful Rad. We've got another double check.
Oh, this should go for.
All right. Do we have any pre-bids?
There was 20, I think, from Alpha. Alpha has 20 on this. I can go back up
20.
and look.
All
So-
right.
20 going once.
25.
Oh, well, that's good. Cloud, can you you got that going up right there? And
Yeah.
so Tex, it's like stop talking about it, but it's like this was your player Tex, you got to work on the camera, dude. We don't want to look at that bathroom every time you step away.
Yeah, no, it did. He was my guy for 4 plays last year,
And 25,
then,
that was you, Hen, correct?
and then it all went down the crapper.
Yes, it did. All right, and
And
just
it mostly due to him.
everybody who's winning a bid tonight is just let you know. I'll get a link up. I'll send it to you. You're going to go to radishphysical.com/breaks. Just purchase it, and it'll process it easy right on our site. Easy to set up an account and do that. All right. So it's 25 to Hen. Did you just do the going once, or have we gone twice?
I just did the going once.
Okay, going twice.
There
So
we go.
25 for the double check. All right. Looks like Ken is going to take that home as that in just a second. And we won't do the same thing to Hen that we did to Tex Hooper, right?
What, do you like Hen more than you like Tex? Is
No,
that what I hear?
Yes.
Obviously.
Yes.
It's like when I coach my kids' baseball team. I always was harder on my kid than the rest. It's like I would never, ever want to show favoritism to a kid. All right, go ahead and Cloud. Call it.
All right. Sold 25.
All right. Congratulations, Hen. Thank you.
Now we've got the grandmas.
And this one is 6. Galileo has it at 65 right now.
75.
All right.
There we go. Now we're getting into the range.
All right. Let me spell linoleum correctly.
Pull it back a little bit, Chris. So I can let's see. Stop right there. Yeah.
And what are we at?
All right. Eric just came over the top at 75. You said, right, Eric?
Yep.
All right.
It is really hard to blame the Jets' problems on Aaron Rodgers.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Oh, it's
Not at all.
Galileo 80. It is easy to blame the Jets' problems on Aaron Rodgers, but the Jets have a multitude of issues, and it's not just Aaron Rodgers.
No, I agree. It starts with our horrendous owner.
Yeah.
You
don't
but,
need
yeah, but
$90.
Rodgers.
wait,
really
what's
helped
that?
anything.
$90.
$90. All right. $90. Sorry. Go ahead, Tex.
Oh no, and just how awful Rodgers. I mean, he's completely washed. I mean, I can't remember the last time he had a pass for more than 30 yards. He hasn't had a 300-yard game in I think 3 years. So, yeah, it's just been an absolute nightmare. I've been a Jet fan for probably around
90 going once.
42, 43 years, and this is the lowest of the low.
Well, the good news is
I want to call out real quick that linoleum. It is Will Clark, so it is one of the inspired athletes. But
it's a debut.
That's pretty. It's pretty. I love that. You already called it going twice?
I did. Go ahead. Yep. All right. Eric's about to take this linoleum.
Galileo 95.
Eric, how many linoleums do you have already?
I did not rip. Well, actually, I did rip a booster. I didn't hit one, but I have purchased 2 on eBay that I'm waiting for, and I've made deals for
100.
2 other ones in the chat in chat.
110.
So
Sorry.
4. I'd like to get.
There's a Mean Joe linoleum on eBay right now.
Yeah, I'd like to get.
It's
I'd like to
absolutely
get one of each
spectacular.
featured. That'd be cool.
That would be
Look
cool.
at that. Look at that.
Yeah. It's funny because Jeff says it's the ugliest card you're going to ever see, but I don't think it's one of those things where it's so ugly it's beautiful. No, I actually think that's a
I like
beautiful-
I like the look of it.
Yeah.
Galileo going once, 110.
So there's a
So
little bit of a story to that too. So my dad actually installed floors for a living as like 27 years, and I remember being like a teenager ripping up the old grandma's linoleum in a lot of houses when we were redoing floors when I first started working with him. So when I told Jeff that, and he was already talking about trying to make something like this, he was like, "Well, we definitely have to do it now."
Going twice. That is awesome.
That's really where it came from, Eric?
I mean, the combo was there. We were trying to find nostalgia, 80s things, and then once I told him about it, we were like, let's see if we can get Frank to draw that old, grandma's looking floor that everybody had in the 80s. Like that floor was so common.
Yeah.
So yeah, that kind of tied into it. So there's a little bit of I guess a sentimental tie into it as well.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Galileo win 110.
That's a great card.
Congratulations, Galileo.
8 linoleums have been sold on eBay, and they range anywhere from $90 to $300.
It's a good buy.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, and then this is our
Last but
final
not least.
final card, right, Cloud?
Yep.
All right. So the time gum, and I love that clock that he wears around his leg. That's actually one of my favorite features on a hero. Just love it. I like the fire and other variants, but I would probably take this gum over any fire variant of time. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead, and what do we got going here is like, who wants to throw it out?
Did you have any pre-bids on this?
On the gum, Alpha was at 40.
Alpha 40.
So we'll go ahead and it's late, and so we'll go ahead. This is the last one of the night, and so it's Alpha is once. So let's see. Just want to remind folks that again we are going to Flavor, right, SubHub.
Yeah.
So Radish breaks 1, 2, and 3. You head to radishphysical.com. You're going to see the countdown timer. If you forget when, just letting Brooklyn and SubHub know that Alpha had a $40 bid on the gum from earlier. Yep. So that's where the bidding is starting. And tomorrow, just head to radishphysical.com. If you bought into our breaks, the hot dog breaks, we're going to start. You can see the countdown timer going to start at 5 o'clock Eastern. We're going to, again, this is going to go much quicker. There's not going to be any auctions. We're just going to be ripping through these packs. And so we're not going to, because we have 3 breaks tomorrow, Chris, we're going to fly through these, right? And we're not going to use it so much as an educational break tomorrow. We're just going to stop on what kind of hits. Alpha at $60, by the way, for the high bid now on this gum card. So, Chris, what do you think? What are we going to stop at? So we're not going to stop at our battle foils, right? We're not going to look
at 65.
Right, Chris?
That's correct. The first pack, though, we might just take it a tiny bit slower for anybody new for each break. And then first 1 or 2. And then after that, we're just going to stop at low numbered plays, and then also stop at any of the hits other than battle foils that are fire, ice, and steel. We won't do those.
So orange battle foils, blue battle foils, gum, rad, all that auto is obviously, auto, but that's what we're going to do it.
Yeah, and I want to talk before we leave about our break tomorrow, but let's finish this card up first.
No, actually, let's talk about the break because that's perfect, and we can have it going on in the background. Because once this is over, we're going to be out, right?
Yeah. So tomorrow's break is going to be 3 boxes, right? So we have
each of the 3 breaks is 3 boxes each,
right? Right. So we have hobby, we have jumbo, and we have booster. The booster is what we just ripped, and so that's the one that's loaded. And so between the 3 of these, it will have every parallel. You have the chance for every parallel in the entire alpha set, except for headliner. You can get any kind of parallel between these 3 boxes, except for headliner. That's only in the blaster. So we chose these because it's a collector's paradise right here. You can literally get anything. So we really hope that we get a ton of stuff.
Alpha twice. And
75.
Yes, the spots for tomorrow are all sold out. 75 coming from Hen.
So they are sold out for tomorrow, but we do have more boxes we're going to break, but we're not going to do 3 at a time. we're going to do one break a night, and we're going to figure out the schedule and what the pricing is. And it'll just take us a little bit. We need to see how we did after tomorrow, and then figure out a schedule, and we'll make sure everybody knows what that is, and we'll put up what the prices are, see what platform we're going to do it on, and so on.
Yeah, and
so
actually,
we will let everyone know.
And if everybody can, again, appreciate everybody's patience. We love hanging out with you guys. We know that 2.5 hours is a little bit much for these 2 breaks. Not going to happen again. Is that we are going to, but we'd love to hear what you guys would like to see. We use this platform, but would you guys prefer to see us on Whatnot? As mentioned before, we're not sure that we can have multiple people on here. You're just gonna have Chris there, who's gonna be ripping the cards and talking. But let us know what you're thinking. Like, we're not saying we don't want to be exclusive, but do you guys really want to see us over at Whatnot?
I think that's, yeah. We obviously we want to do this, and we want you guys to enjoy it, because that's why we're here. That's why we do this. We have fun, and we like hanging out.
Well, we could do a live YouTube commentary from you guys.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out, though. That we just gonna.
Scott,
But we'll have boxes. I want to know what you guys think of the collector's edition.
All right. And so, by the way, this gum, I will say, so we're at 75, so it's gone twice. We'll give it here just another minute and see anything else we want. It's a gum. Tex, how many gums do you have?
I have, I don't know. I think 4 or 5, maybe.
4 or
Eric,
5.
how many do you
All
have?
my boxes.
Eric, I think his phone died. He
Oh,
sent me a message. Jason said he likes having multiple people on at once. I agree. I think it creates a little bit more fun and excitement.
No.
I think, yeah, it depends on what the rest of the audience does.
Scott, I'm ready. You ready?
Sure. Go ahead.
Old 75-10.
Nice job.
Awesome.
That concludes. Thanks, everyone.
So yeah, thank you everybody for joining us tonight. I know it went a little bit slower than some of us intended, but honestly, I had an awesome time. It's 2.5 hours and I'm still hyped up and I'm ready to go. But thank you for joining. Tomorrow, if you're part of the break, great, join us. Please jump up on stage. If you're not there and you want to hang out with us, please jump up on stage. We'll be listing some more breaks soon. Yeah, I'm really pumped about how this went, and I'm very excited to have these cards in hand.
Hawkwind, any final thoughts from you?
Yeah, I thought it went pretty well. I know we have a bunch to work on. We've talked about it, but overall it went well. I'll try to make sure the cards, my fingers don't stick cards together. That was one of the challenges in the angle of the camera when I'm actually showing the cards. I think I got off angle a bunch of times. So we'll start getting better and better at that kind of stuff. And then tomorrow at some point, I'll mail out the winners. As soon as Slappy White or Scott gives it to me, then I'll be able to get them out. Also, I know a couple times we said multiple names for people, like Fish is me, Hawkwind is me, Chris is me. So we have to be a little careful of that, or just make sure that we actually say who it is, just so people know. I know I'm guilty of that too.
All right.
All right.
Thank you so much, Hawk. And then Tex, you're on stage. Any final thoughts from you?
Yeah, I think tonight went pretty well, all considering it's first time and everything. And I think tomorrow is going to be a lot of fun, and can't wait to see what happens tomorrow night.
Yeah, and congratulations on your freaking $30 blizzards. Congrats.
Yeah.
What a steal. All right. And then Hen, for you is like, thank you for grabbing that gum along with the hot dogs, the plays. You really ended up getting a lot of product here. Any final words from you?
The hot dogs were a steal, baby.
Well said, my friend. All right, that's going to do it for us. The most important thing, I just want to echo what everybody said. Appreciate you guys so much. The numbers we saw come in here. We know there was another break going on. We recommend you heading into the Bo Jackson Battle Arena Discord, and you can find there's another break happening. Go ahead and we support all breakers, support the community, and we really appreciate you guys coming and supporting us. It means a lot that our 3 breaks are sold out. It means a lot that you guys understood our UPS problems. Thanks for showing up tonight to help us check this out so we can get our setup just right. And thank you to everybody who watched. Take care, everybody, and we will see you.